They already are. They start that way by default. I already told you I had it on weekly. It was one day before the week it would have saved.
Oh, okay. That's
No, it's already on weekly. I've always had it on weekly. But yeah, so I have to replay Manuer. And that's unfortunate because that last ass kicking wasn't very much fun. I hope it doesn't happen again, but can't do much about it if it does.
I have to replay Everton, and I think we lost to Everton.
You did 1-0. You lost 1-0. So I mean, having another crack at it's not the worst thing, but at the same time, I'm sorry that it happened. Normally, I've been good about saving before and after games. This is one of those instances where I just got talking and I completely forgot to save afterwards.
Okay, I'm going to, before we continue, I'm going to set up some of my scouts because that's kind of what I was doing beforehand.
Mm-hmm. Take time.
Adaptability.
7 times. That's a lot. I don't know how many, what it was they're talking about, but 7 times. Huh?
You talking to me?
Oh. Yeah.
Well, they can hear you. Just so you know, Ma.
7 times. I'm like, I don't know what's 7 times something. Are we doing math? I don't want to do math. I don't like doing math.
She's doing math homework with my niece. Do I have the central?
Oh man, math is no fun. Nobody likes math.
Except me.
You like math? How do you like math? Oh, I guess you like baseball stats, so you would like math.
So if you assign 2 scouts to a region, you should be getting more reports, right?
Yep.
The idea?
Mm-hmm.
Essentially Europe. I guess we're gonna try that then.
That's how I set them up. I got lots of scouts in each region. I just set up my Western Europe one, and it's got 4 scouts assigned to it. I mean, I've got very specific criteria, so far I've only got 6 hits on players, but I only want specific players found, so I don't want every little crappy player coming across my scouting feed.
So you were going. Yeah, that's right. My Italy debacle.
Italy debacle, eh?
Yeah, I got like 5 scouts from Italy.
Well, I mean, if they have good enough adaptability, just sign them to wherever the hell you want, and they'll learn it real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of taken adaptability more, more prevalent. Okay, so now we can go to Southern Europe. Focus.
Okay, I have this one scout that's really good at Italy and Denmark, so that's where I sent him. Italy and Denmark, nowhere else. I have an entire scouting assignment just for him, and the only place he looks at is Italy and Denmark.
Region, Europe, Southern Europe, South Europe.
Although
Scouts.
I found this new player that you should look at.
Okay.
He's on AGF. That's why I thought you'd be interested.
In fact, I probably have a scouting report on him if that's the case.
Matthias Peterson, 17-year-old left back.
Yes, I think he was one of the players that I was thinking about.
Well, double down. He's pretty damn good. I was just like, oh, an AGF player. Well, you know what? I should tell Jacob about that. That way you can get your old team buddies. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I just thought, I got lots of left backs. Maybe you want one. Oh, I got lots of good scouting reports here. I think I'll scout through.
Is he in the under 19s?
Sorry. Let me go look. Matthias Peterson's under 19s. Yeah, AGF under 19s. Get him while he's cheap.
Yeah, mine is expensive. Yeah, well, not. I don't have the money to get him as of right now. I have 2 players. I'm getting a Abreu and I'm getting one other player.
Oh yeah, just throw him on your short list then. Hopefully, his value doesn't rise too high. Although I know big teams will come sniffing at him eventually. But yeah, we're big teams. That's funny. I actually said that like I meant it.
Opposition. Yeah, all right, now let's try the tactic for this game.
Tactical changes coming right up, he says. Well, I'm excited for that. Who is my starting keeper for these guys? Ah, piss off. Gary Forsyth is my starting keeper for U18s. Okay, well, I'll have to see if he has higher potential than it says, but so far he's not turning into some kind of sleeper. The Liam Taylor is really developing nice. Jamie Simpson, really 1.6.
In fact, I didn't even realize that the stuff that I wanted to do isn't even applicable to this tactic.
Full-time contract of 2034 with a one-year option. Okay, well. This says he's 2 stars, but this says he's worth 1.6. That's confusing, game. The 5 determination doesn't help. 12.5 million Barlow's up to. Pretty sure I'm going to have to cash in on this guy at some point. Money, 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 money. Money, money, moolah, moolah, money.
Just gonna go like this then. It's kind of annoying that I misread that whole thing. I made the tactic with the idea of having a center defensive midfielder, but that I don't have in this tactic that I'm using.
That's all right, man. Maybe you're going to have to make further adjustments, but you'll figure it out. Well, we aren't going to lose 3-0 this time because we just scored. So even if I lose, at least it won't be a clean sheet this time around. Because last time I was more sad that I got a clean sheet against, which I don't do very often. I looked into what was making my computer freeze. I narrowed it down to my processor's overheating. I made a couple of tweaks, which I will hope is the best thing. But I'm still going to get them to look at that at the computer shop when I go on vacation. That's bullshit. This computer should be able to handle just about anything I throw at it.
Yeah, I agree.
So if that part's overheating, then yeah, they've done an insufficient job of installing the cooling. The extra liquid cooling that I paid for should be keeping that shit nice and cool over there. But yeah. As of now, my fans are nice and quiet. It's when they start overworking and that I start to worry. I'll be like, uh-oh. And then we need to start saving more often. Hopefully I'll notice when they boot up harder.
Riddick is the reason we're losing all of these. I'm taking him out now.
He's a kid. I mean, yeah.
I don't care. You shouldn't be dwindling on the ball. Like you have no fucking idea what you're gonna do.
He's a young guy. He needs more development, I would think. So as
soon as Davenport comes on, we tie it up.
He's a decent player. I mean, yeah, I know that he's like decent now, but it could happen. Some young players are different than others. Have you checked his personal traits? Does he have dwelling on the ball or anything? Because likes to dwell on ball is a personal trait. That what if he has that? Maybe you train him out of it and it fixes the issue. Hard to say.
Oh.
Or adversely, you train him for likes to dwell on the ball, and then he'll be better at it. Oh, they tied it up right before the half.
I like your thinking.
I mean, if he's going to do something, he might as well be good at it. So that's not dwell on the ball. What you want to do is slows down the pace of the game. I believe is the PPM you're looking for. Fucking hell! They just scored 2 goals in like a minute. Come on, team. We were doing so well right until good lord, this game. I hate this game. It's a stupid game. I don't want to play it anymore. Let's play something else. Pog.
Oh God,
What?
I've never played Pog.
I don't even know what the hell Pog is. I just said it off the top of my head because it's a word that for a game that I'd heard of at one point in my life. It was Pog or Monopoly. I know what Monopoly is, but I don't want to play Monopoly. That's again, there's math involved. Good lord, there they go again, 3-1. Just like fuck, they're just taking my team apart. Oh no, wait, that one's going
At
to be
least it's
offside.
not a clean sheet.
No, it's 2-1. That one didn't count, but still, like I don't understand why my team is just like Manchester United is so fucking dominant on this game. And it's a lot of them are still players they have in real life. So what? Like Rashford is a freaking superstar on this game.
All right, we took the lead.
Oh, right, that was the problem. He's the 5'9". Boo. Rita has a 6.3. Man, my defenders are what's making this game tough, I think. And my goalkeeper's having a bad game. Fucking lame.
Okay, so now I know. Now I know what's needed.
Whatever. I'm going to go ahead and put that. Changing that guy in anyways. Hey, Anthony Barrier. Did I just sub him on? Because if I did, I'm awesome. I am awesome. I just subbed him on and he scored. I meant for that to happen. That was my plan all along. Is anybody convinced? No? Okay, cool. I mean, you always sub somebody on with the hopes that they're going to do okay. Do better than the person you subbed off.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. How can you change your player's agreed playing time? You right-click on him. I'll show you in a minute. Sorry.
You right-click their name. You click.
Yeah, but there's a couple of tricks to it, just to see if it helps. Oh, Nico Asher puts us oh, that counts. Just a sec here. Okay.
So you click on the player name. Click on overview.
Yes, I know. There's a couple of tricks that I want to include, though.
Okay, fine.
Sorry. Yes, as he's saying, you click on there, you go to squad, agreed playing time right here. Okay, so like if you right-click a player, squad, agreed playing time right here. Now here's the thing: as soon as you click the lower one, a thing's going to pop up and it's going to be like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And if it's all in red and stuff, talk to the player first. Talk to the player first and ask him. There's one specific one you can pick that works almost every time, and he'll be like, "It's okay, you can do that." But for the most part, just change it. Even if they get mad, most of the time they'll be fine after a few weeks, as long as you're still playing them. Dalla off the bench gets a goal. How's the save going? It's going pretty darn good. Thanks. Yeah, well, it's funny because our game froze last time we were playing, so I have to replay this game. I lost 3-0 to Man United last time I played, and now I just beat them 4-2. So thank you for freezing, game. I guess. I mean, I don't like replaying games. I don't. I took the loss in stride, but yeah, and he lost 1-0 last time, and now he's winning. So, hooray for errors in our favor, I suppose.
Yeah, it's better than last year when we were playing in Ireland, and
Yeah.
I was in Europe with Dundalk, and I won in the knockout stages, but the game crashed like right afterwards. So we replayed the game, and then I ended up losing.
Mm-hmm.
So
How many hours to get through season for both? For when we're playing 2-player here, I don't know. When I play by myself, though, it's much quicker. Uh, let me think. I thought about that once. It's 5 sessions. So it takes me about 15 hours on my own to get through a season. 12 to 15, depending on how much I do. On our 2-player, I think it's about 20 hours for a season.
and for me in single player, it takes even longer than what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't play
It
it
all
very
comes down to how much depth there is. How much you want to take on. I know how to make seasons go much, much faster. I can make seasons on this go almost as fast as touch if I really want to. Just depends what settings you use. Do I know the club? Is that Teeb in Germany? No, I don't know. I don't even know if I said it right. But I do not.
EBE. Tennis Borussia Berlin.
Oh,
I've never heard of them.
it's your club. Okay. Nope, never heard
They
of them.
are in the fifth tier.
5th tier. Oh, okay. Oberliga, 5th tier. Yep, you had it right, Jacob. How about that?
Oh, well, we can thank Wikipedia for that.
Just got relegated, sadly. Oh, that is sad.
Uh, I would be interested in a German database. It's just they get so dense in terms of teams
Mhm.
after the third division.
Yeah, after the 3rd tier in Germany, it's like, ugh, I can't even
Like
play it.
I
I
think
tried it once.
I feel like the fourth division has something like nine division. Fourth tier has like nine divisions in it or something like
It's a
that.
lot. Yeah, it's pretty frantic. You're saying we brought him from 5th tier to Bundesliga in 2028. Right on. That's cool.
Nice.
So the last time I played this game, everybody had a shit game. And then Ndala had his debut, and it said that he had a bad debut. This time it says Ndala scores on his debut. And Nico Escher off the bench had a goal and an assist. So my bench players came through and pulled me out of the fire that time. That guy looks old for 19. I mean, this is an AI face generator, so it's the best it can do. Yeah, and yes, he does, obviously. But it also takes into account that the players don't age, their faces don't age as they age. So by the time, by the time he's 29 or so, that won't look out of place. But for right now, yeah, that's ridiculous. But it's an AI face generator. Most of my players are new gens, so all these faces are done. These aren't real players, but you wouldn't know. None of them are real. But it's better than the potato heads. I don't like the potato heads, so I did away with them.
Teams, players. All right, I guess I can't find that. Let's go back.
Yeah, the AI face generator doesn't take age into account. It takes ethnicity, both. Sometimes if they have more than one ethnicity, it's mixed in there, and then region is part of it. So for the most part, players are going to look largely like they most likely would in that particular area.
I don't remember if I put you on as attack or support.
Hey to you. BD thrilled with comeback win. You think he was thrilled? Man, I was extra thrilled. Hey, you know what I'm going to do? Lock that shit in. All right, no
Dangerous.
takesies backsies. Those were wins. I know that's bullshit. We
Fair enough.
shouldn't have been, but we're taking them.
Alright, Quinones is starting. Okay.
Quite the different. Now I'm tied for
Uh-huh.
the top of the table rather than ninth.
See. So it looks like you're going to get May as well.
Couldn't be here last stream. Well, that's okay. Can't be here every single time. I understand. It's not a big deal.
And yeah, last stream was a Monday too, so.
And it froze at the end. That's why we had to replay a game just now. When it sucks because in a way it's nice because we both lost that game. I lost to Manchester United, he lost to Everton, but now we had to replay it because our game froze and I hadn't saved it after. And now we both won. So sometimes there's an error in your favor. It's not as good as like the last year, I think, when we were doing Ireland and I guess year before, and then we had to replay games and we lost them instead. So there's balance in all things. Sometimes it's in your favor, sometimes it's not. Either way, I hope the game doesn't freeze again. No, it's not the game. Sorry, it's my computer that froze. It does not like when I'm streaming. This new computer of mine, as I have to figure out some optimization for it. Because my processor apparently isn't liking streaming, which is weird because like it's a really freaking ridiculously good computer. It should not be struggling. So there's something unoptimized somewhere, and I have to figure it out, track it down, and make it better. I made some changes before today. I hope that was enough.
Oh, I can find this player now.
Okay. I'm going to put in my own schedule for this week. Do some chance creation against Tottenham. I'm going to do a 0-game schedule this week. Let's go check.
Say he was playing for. Was it Frankfurt?
Rueda's individual trainings. What am I training you in? Aerial. Jumping, heading. Yeah, he's getting better. I can take him off of that. So he can stop complaining. It's because he only has 11 heading, but he's got 16 jumping. I feel like he should be doing better, but I'll stop torturing the poor lad. Forsyth says he's unhappy with the level of general team training. Well, there's some goalkeeping next week.
Wait. He just got injured.
Who just got injured?
The guy that I was after, I think.
Got injured? Well, if it's not for too long, it won't matter.
It's 3 months.
You might still be able to get him, but it's possible that would shut it down.
Oh, it did. But I don't remember going after him right yet.
Okay.
I think. Hold on, I'm freaking out right now. Hold on.
Freaking out. Oh no.
Transfers. And is there a way to? Wait, I think I found him.
Okay.
52. $52 million release clause. He's 18 years old. Yeah. Okay. Found him. Oh, that was scary. Add to short list.
Looking at the wrong guy or something, were you?
Right team, wrong guy.
Gotcha. Could happen to anyone.
Oh. No, this guy is this guy is someone I'm gonna have for quite a long time.
Alex Cleaver. Who are you? What are you all about?
So the idea was to move Peter Riddick over to the left and this new guy on the right.
Peter? We're renaming our players again?
Oh, what's his name? Oh,
Per.
whatever. His name's Peter.
His name's Peter now. Okay, that we're
Stop
renaming our
losing the
players.
Stop losing the ball, and I might just call you Per.
I see. Fair enough. Couple of my bench
Wonder if I should
players.
execute it now. I have the money.
Do it. Although, hey, does this mean you're still going to be getting Abreu?
Yes.
Okay. That was my contingency on buying the other guy.
I'm getting Abreu with the money from Guillermo.
Yeah. And I'll buy him, but you got to use it to keep Abreu. Pay him whatever he wants. Keep that lad. He's good. Even if he makes more than the rest of your team, he's worth it. He's just that good. Jeez, he's already got 3 assists in 3 games. Like, he's only going to get better.
I assume Pizzoti's playing every day. Yeah.
You assume Pizzoti's playing every day? Yeah.
So I'm making an inquiry
For Pizzotti?
on this one player.
Remember, I bought him. I had him bought and paid for. Remember? I had him.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
But
I'm talking about this guy.
then they wanted $450K a week, and I was like, fuck no. Oh, no, you're talking about somebody else, but still.
Yeah.
It's like 3 players I've gone after, and I've had them. But then they wanted $450K a week. I'm like, I can't pay that much. Even right now, Steinen's transfer listed for $112 million. I'd love to, but I can't do it. But mostly because I don't have the money. Let's fix that right now. I fixed that last time too, but there was the freeze. There's that Valencia loan offer for Guillermo. That happened last time too, remember? You're like, what? Get out of here.
All right, I'm making the offer for him.
Rochdale had made a $45 million offer for Bence Poliak. Guess I'll take him off my short list. I love it when it's somebody on my short list because you know they're good. They made my short list. They're a good player. I only short list the best of the best. Although I haven't got a scouting report on him in quite some time, apparently, according to this.
You might want to get another one.
This guy's already pretty good for his age.
Yeah. My mom.
I should go and check and see which guys I've no longer got. Oh, he's already joining me, so I don't need to re-scout him. Let's see. Let's get a new scout report on this guy. He's got a potato head. I'll have to give these guys faces soon. I forgot I was going to run the program last time, but I spent more of my time looking at how to set up an out of the park game again.
Am I able to continue?
Oh yeah.
I'm getting him for 55,000 a week, and as long as nobody else.
Oh, look, Fulham.
But it's not enough.
Okay, you can try to run it up, unless it's
I can't.
non-negotiable.
It's non-negotiable.
Ah, screw those guys then.
And
I was hoping you'd be able to run that one up. How am I going? I'm going well. Our stream froze. My stream froze last time, so the game like my whole computer locked up. So we had to replay a couple of games today. I had to replay Manchester United, who beat me 3-0, and I beat them. And Jacob had to replay Everton, who beat him 1-0, and he beat them. So we're kind of happy that there was an error in our favor, but I don't like having to replay games. I think that's a shame. I took the loss on the chin in stride, and I was like, all right, time to move on. But you had a crash yesterday? Yeah, well, for me, I figured it out. Finally figured it out. It's my damn processor does not like my streaming. It's got to listen for the fans. It's my processor's overheating. FA Cup final, and I clicked to get out, so I had to replay the game. Ah. Well, I mean, we've had it where it froze after a win and then had to replay and lost. So it's balance in all things.
what would be nasty soon on the benches today?
It's like we both lost and the game froze. And then people would be like, sure it did.
I mean, you try on the stream, we can watch the end of it.
Yeah, no, I was right in the middle of a conversation with you. I was in the middle of a line. It's just gone. It's like, ah. And then here comes
and
your
it was
cup
at this
match.
point I figured out that the game is a bit bugged when it comes to the Carabao Cup.
That's true. You did. I remember that now. There's your backups in for a runabout. I wish I had a cup game right now so I could do the same. Some of my backup players are itching for some playing time.
You'll get your games. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
Oh, yeah.
I guess you can play on both sides. You're more suited for the left. That actually works out in our favor. Well, I guess not because you'll be starting. Oh, you think it has anything to do with the 8 concentration and 10 decisions that he has?
Yep.
That he goes on the ball.
Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna fix that right now.
Yep.
Development, training, additional focus.
Those are bad numbers for a player to do that.
Composure, I assume, right? Anticipation, decisions. How do you increase concentration?
Concentration. Let's go and look. Training, individual. I don't know if you can, but we're going to find out.
That just go up with being in a mentoring group. I can do composure.
All
decisions.
mentals can improve in a mentoring group.
Okay.
Doesn't look like concentration is one we can train.
Okay.
But it definitely goes up because some of my players have them going up. Playing your lower league save. Right on. Is it another director of football save? You're such a masochist. If it is. You're signing all your own players? Nice.
Doing a DOF save is not too dissimilar from doing manager mode only on OOTP.
I've never done manager mode only on OOTP.
Oh no, I haven't, but like people do.
They're weird.
So I guess so.
I wouldn't want anybody else deciding what players to sign or put on my team. Like, God, no. Not my thing.
Ferguson made the assist. No, he scored. Who made the assist? Error?
I just imagine my manager giving me a second baseman with like 40 defense. Like, well, we're not winning anything. But he can hit. I don't care. He plays second base. We're fucked. Yeah, that kind of stuff. I don't think I can handle it. I kept getting offered trades for center fielders that have like 30 or 40 in defense. I'm like, why would I ever want a center fielder who cannot play center field?
Yeah, that's the one thing I've seen a lot with when you create games is that a lot of the attributes just seem randomized. Like you'll have people with fantastic batting stats, but horrible, like just can't field at all for their entire life.
And
And so
you can have one of those on your team. That's called a DH. But yeah, you don't want more than one.
yeah, but it's like it's a good portion. It's a significant. It's a statistically significant portion of the players that are created. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, center field is a tough one to get a good player at, though. I got a guy who's barely a 230 hitter, but he's a fantastic center fielder. So I'm like, yep, that's my guy. Don't care. Doesn't have to be top of the rotation or top of the lineup. He can be a bottom hitter. I don't care. Hitting 230 is not the worst thing ever as long as he's preventing runs in the outfield. That's how I see it.
So it's funny because I have a little different mentality
Mm.
when it comes to center fielders. I want at least an average defender,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm more concerned about his contact and his avoid Ks and his stealing ability.
I care about that for left
'Cause-
field and right field. Center field, I want a good center fielder with tons of range. Second base, shortstop, and center field. I do not compromise on defense for those three positions.
I was just gonna say, usually those are your best defensive players.
Yeah. So, I mean, I managed to get a shortstop I traded for. I've traded like so much. Traded a whole bunch of my farm for him. Crazy. But I got a shortstop who hits 310 and wins gold gloves. I'm like, it's all you could ever ask for.
Do you like the new international free agent system?
Yes, I keep plucking a whole bunch of really gold mining prospects out of those, man. Just every single season, I'm getting somebody decent out of those.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You can stay in the whole game.
We're talking about like where you can go in and bid on youth international players, right? The young ones? Yeah. So the cap for that's supposed to be 4,750,000. Some teams have more, and I don't know how.
Revenue sharing is what it comes. It's what I found out doing my tests.
I wish I knew how they had more because I'd like to have more, but it doesn't matter because the funny thing is, like, you go into a player and they'll be like, "We're asking for 2.3 million," so you bid that, but then the other teams bid it, and it gets all the way up until the last team that bids 4.75 million, and then they always win. So what I do is I pick the one I like the most, and I just bid 4.75 right off the bat, and I usually get them within the first 2 or 3 days, and then I have a player.
Oh yeah, that's basically what people did in previous games too, where you bid 5 million on a player, which is the max.
Yeah. Just bid it right off the bat.
Just go right to your team.
Yeah, and so because there's no point trying to outbid people and save any money. There's no point because it's whoever bids the max at the end gets them. So
I wish that wasn't always I wish that wasn't always the case.
Started in the extra preliminary round and just got knocked on the national scene. That's not so bad. That's not so bad at all. Hello. Sorry, Caps. You haven't been here in a long time.
Cap's a hockey fan?
What? No, we said sorry, Caps, as in you had capital letters on the original. He just looked really excited, like, hello! What?
I'm in a game. I have more pressing matters at the moment.
You do.
Like, we're going to score right here.
You're working on that because John Watt scored. He knows I'm here. He knows I'm there. Oh, and then Matheson scored.
Yes.
Got through 5 rounds with 6th incoming.
Yep. Life for Rochdale against United.
You had a good circadian rhythm, but here I am again. Oh, okay. So you were sleeping. I see. Having a normal sleep schedule. That's for normies. Circadian rhythm. That's so overrated. Having a regular sleep schedule is important, but it does not matter when it happens. I sleep the same-ish 8 hours every single day, and the structure is more important than what time of day it is. I can guarantee that. Some people just aren't built for, going to sleep at 10 p.m. at their local time. It's not a thing. My ideal sleep schedule is from about 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pretty much perfect for me. Walker!
That's his first ever goal, right? That's first of the year.
First of the year, he scored before. I think he scored against me.
Luis Carlos is a backup right now.
Okay. Oh, circadian rhythm is less important than just having a decent structure in general. Try to keep that in mind. I function much better when I sleep during the day.
So let's see. Do I remember who we got in the Carabao second round?
Last time? No.
Yeah.
I don't think we even got to the draw.
I want to say it was West Ham.
I don't think we even got to the draw. I remember getting paid my $12.75 million for the Champions League right here.
Yeah, and I think we got to the draw, and that's when it died on us.
Yeah, I don't know. I was talking about something that was kind of entertaining at that time. I just don't remember what now. My panic room can store a... Wayne's good. My panic room can store a surprising amount of panic. That's a good one. Okay, time to switch these up to 2-game schedule. Switch this to 2-game schedule because Champions League has been added. So all my training needs to be updated.
Well, good that you're getting a couple players from my team for depth because of if you want to make a run in the Champions League.
I know, that's what I was saying. I need to have reliable people to bring in off the bench.
Loan offer for Guilherme.
Lingby! They did that last time too. Remember? It's like, send him to Lingby! And you're like, I need the money. I'm like, oh yeah. It's like, this is like deja vu right here. Some of these things are indeed happening over again.
We did get to the draw because I said that's when I got confused on. We play MK Dons, okay. You play Ipswich.
Yes,
so we
indeed.
got an easier game.
That's okay. Didn't I loan someone to Ipswich? No, I didn't. I think they made a loan offer for one of my players when I listed them. I play them right before I play you. Neat. Probably same for you, of course. You probably play that cup game and just before you play me.
Yep. So, the change of plans, we're going to have Davenport on the right. Can you save it?
You want me to do what now?
Save it.
Yeah.
Please.
Sure. You drew a team from the same level as you? That does increase your odds, doesn't it?
Me? No, you're...
No, to Drop Bear. Chat. The chat. Drop Bear is also talking about his cup games and that he drew a team at the same level. I don't know how to differentiate who I'm talking to. It's and he said, hi, Jacob.
Hi, Drop Bear. It's all good.
Steinen wants to stay. He's been removed from the transfer list at Liverpool. Good for him. I don't want to sell that guy for so little. I think he's an okay prospect that I can sell for a little bit more.
Newcastle has a quiet defense and a leaky defense. Okay. Lots of passing and accurate passing, so keep them off the ball.
Kick them off the ball. Directly into their shins, if necessary. Luis Enrique takes charge at Norwich. Wow. he had, let's see, he's been to Roma, Celta Vigo, Barcelona, the Spanish national team, Leipzig, Milan, Tottenham, and now he's at Norwich. That's quite a step down from all those other teams I just named.
Yeah.
It's a pretty high caliber manager for Norwich.
Norwich is in the Premier League, that's why.
They are, but he is like a Champions League manager, and I don't think Norwich are in the Champions League.
Oh, it just got promoted.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Right, we're expected to lose. Newcastle last year finished fifth. This year, 2-1. Lost to Spurs, beat Everton and Watford. Okay. Let's have an international break coming up after this game.
Must we?
Yeah. Let's go.
Buffalo. Wait a minute.
What?
I just realized the Devils game is over, and we lost to the Habs?
Yeah, 3-2.
We lost to Montreal? Oh my god. I don't know about making the playoffs this year, man.
That's what I said last week.
About making the playoffs? Yeah, it's going to be a tough one where they're playing. If they're dropping games to Montreal, yeah, that is hilarious. The Devils are at the start. Like last year, they played way over there where they were picked. They played really well though. Then they added a couple of big name players, but those players I don't think really add much. Like I really don't like the Timo Meyer edition at all. But anyways, they did okay last year, and then this year they're picked to be one of the favorites to win the cup. And I'm like, oh, well, that's no pressure except for all the pressure. Our best player keeps getting hurt, though. That's another thing. Jack Hughes keeps missing games. But yeah, the way they're playing, it's like we beat 3 or 4 good teams, and then we lose to a bunch of shit teams. It's like, yeah, we're not even in a playoff spot right now because of it. Good teams win games like that, and right now we don't look like a good team. It'd be really devastating if they missed the playoffs this year after going all in on all those players.
I agree. I'm liking this right now.
They got to get on a hot streak. Like they're not far off. They're right there. Plus they had games in hand. I'm like, okay, win the next couple games, you're in a playoff spot. But yeah, no, right now the Rangers are just kicking ass, and that pisses me off. Wait, why was the Chicago Buffalo game postponed?
Snow. They had like 2 feet of snow the day of the game.
2 feet of snow.
Yeah.
2 feet.
Yes.
Jesus, that's nothing.
The NFL playoff game was canceled as well, postponed as well.
For 2 feet of snow.
Fine, I'll show. What was it? Bills?
Chicago Blackhawks Buffalo Sabres is what I was looking at. But I'm like, 2 feet of snow? That's just ridiculous, man. We have minus 51 wind chill and 3 feet of snow, and nothing gets closed here. It's just an inconvenient day.
Heavy snow began falling in the area Saturday afternoon, with roughly 2 feet expected in a 24-plus hour period.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, after the snow falling on the region has accompanied by strong winds and gusts as high as 65 miles an hour. Do you use miles per hour or kilometers per hour?
Are you seriously asking that?
Yes, I am.
The United States and one other unknown obscure country use miles per hour.
Kilometers per hour. Okay, so gusts as high as 110 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, it's pretty windy.
I can do that math in my head.
That's good. That's pretty windy, and it's like I said. If that was here, that's just an inconvenient day. They don't shut nothing down. We've had Oilers games in much worse conditions than that. It'll never be as bad as the one time it snowed. When they say 2 feet, there isn't actually going to be 2 feet of snow on the ground. It's just 2 feet cumulative over a period of time. Most of it melts or dissipates or just gets distributed throughout that time. So there's not going to literally be 2 feet of snow on the ground. However, it's a lot, but yeah, it snowed a cumulative 2 feet in Mexico. This was years and years and years ago, and hilarious. They had to send the Canadian National Guard down to help them with the situation because people were literally freaking out and panicking, and people were like dying from from freaking out from the snow because it
Yeah,
doesn't
that you're
snow much
scared.
there. But I'm like,
Yeah.
what would you do if you're a Canadian soldier and you go down there? You like, how do you help them? You'd be like, it's snow. You kick it off. You kick it with your foot. It's out of the way. Like, what are you gonna do? I don't know how you explain that to somebody. It's not that lethal. You kick it off to one side, and there's the ground right underneath it. is that basically what you think would happen, Jacob?
Well, that's what happened.
You think that, like, well, how do you go down there and explain to them what's happening? You'd be like, it's snow. You kick it out of the way. There's the ground right underneath.
No, if it's 2 feet of snow in a quick period, of course I'd be scared.
It doesn't accumulate to 2 feet. That's what I'm saying. Like when somebody says 2 feet of snow, there isn't going to be 2 feet of snow on the ground everywhere at all times. That's not how 2 feet of snow works. It's
Right.
cumulative 2 feet over a period of time. The wind will blow it around. It'll dissipate. Some of it melts. Some of it's redistributed into other areas.
Well,
You're going to get some snow drifts that are higher, like off in corners against buildings or in parking lots and shit. But you're not going to have 2 feet of snow everywhere. That doesn't happen.
okay, if that's what you think or that's what you know,
Well, yeah,
I'll
because we get more than 2 feet of snow frequently. 2 feet of snow is really not that much in the
we're
grand scheme
used
of
to it.
things.
We're
In the
used to
grand
it.
scheme of things, it's not that much. But that's what I'm saying is like people think 2 feet of snow everywhere is going to have 2 feet of snow. It's like no,
It's
it's
kind
not.
of what happens in a snowstorm, though.
No, it doesn't end up being 2 feet of snow everywhere. It's just 2 feet of snow in places the wind blows it, wherever there's wind collecting. You're gonna get
All
a
right.
bunch of
Well,
snow drifts that are big, huge, big
we're not
snow
getting
drifts.
anywhere with this conversation. We're just
Oh,
gonna have disagreeing opinions.
disagreeing. Wait,
Yeah, I don't,
what?
I don't, I don't believe that it's 2 feet of snow where the wind accumulates. It's 2 feet of snow on the ground.
No, so where the
All
wind
over the
accumulates is
place.
going to be more than 2 feet of snow. Some of those drifts can get pretty large. Like I've seen cars buried, but if that's when you get like 8 feet of snow. But 2 feet of snow doesn't mean 2 feet of snow everywhere. That's not what that means. It's not an opinion. That okay? You know what? I'm just going to get the evidence for you, then you can read it.
Let me worry about trying to beat Newcastle. We're down one
Yeah,
nothing right now.
that's no big deal. Because I'm sure that it's like
Error. Cancel. 3 yellow cards. Why are you throwing it to nobody? If they score from this, I'm gonna be very, very annoyed. They're gonna score from this. This is such a long highlight, and I'm not let. They scored from it. Out just wide. All right, Hannibal looks injured.
there you go, pal.
So,
Don't let your performance
he's on the
drop.
bench.
Good evening indeed.
Or else, can take a break. Walk back. What colors?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, right in the middle. Attacking my shoulders so full. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna risk it for risk it today. You
Let's go and find
there.
these subs. Now we'll time waste. Come on.
Peter Riddick has a crossing of 14. A new gen with a crossing of 14.
It's pretty rare.
Yeah.
But it's the wingbacks specifically that are affected.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
And he's not. I don't think he's a wingback. I think he's a winger and or a
No,
striker.
correct.
For fuck's sake, team! Jesus Christ! This feeling like one of those games where they're going to come back, and there's
Where's
nothing you
Brave?
can fucking do to stop it.
Brave's coming up. Okay. Yeah, I know those feelings.
Ah,
Oh, they went completely in a different formation.
yeah, some managers do that.
You pass in behind the space. Is that worth taking a risk?
I guess I'll praise
Get
him.
early crosses behind.
Not happy with that. Well, at least they
Yeah,
agree.
I'm gonna try.
Lots of red hearts. Yes, lots of very tired players there. High tempo game. That's what that is. Okay, back to what I was doing.
15 minutes. Let's see.
Okay, so snow measurement guidelines. As snow falls, it melts as it lands or is redistributed. Yes, exactly. So it never reaches the amount that they say it will. It's not like 2 feet of snow doesn't mean 2 feet of snow. Plus, people are out there clearing it during the thing usually. All kinds of things. But like a diameter, they should be measuring snow in diameters, not in depth. That would make a lot more sense.
All right, let's see. Can we maintain this draw? Yep, 1-1 against Newcastle. I cannot complain about that.
So snowfall and snow depth are two different units of measurement. 2 feet of snow means there's 2 feet of snowfall. That's not how deep the snow is necessarily going to be once it's all accumulated. But that's what people think of. They think of how much will be on the ground when it's done, but it's not. It's the amount that's falling in a period.
All right. Okay. Learn something new today. Can I get out of my game, por favor?
Oh, I didn't know your game was done. Sorry. Yeah. 1-1. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. I almost had a draw, got scared, but we managed to hang on in the end. It was one of those, oh, the AI is going to come back on you and you can't stop it moments, but it worked out. Stamenkovic scored all my goals, though. And that's scary because if he goes on a cold streak, well, it will be chilly.
Excuse me. All right, let's do this training before we continue.
I love this person. Like 2 feet of snow when you live on a farm is closer to 6. Because it's just open fields. There's nowhere for it to go. So it all accumulates. It's like, yep. Oh, that's sad. Can we measure snowfall in metric? I mean, that would be very civilized. Yes, that would be lovely.
I haven't learned the conversions from inches to.
Centimeters? That is where I am weakest also, if I'm to be totally truthful. From pounds to kilos, I'm not that great at. And then inches to centimeters, I'm not that great at either.
From memory, 1 inch I think is 2.54 centimeters.
Yeah.
Someone can fact check me on that. Physical.
Our-
Machines can go.
On our farm, it blows, so there will be spots with an inch and then 4-foot drifts. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, drifts, just those things are scary. Like I've seen mountains right up against buildings, and you're just like, that building might fall over if we don't move that. uh, you remember when I converted my height in metric? Oh yeah, I screwed it up. That's right. Yeah, I forgot to carry the decimal point over one. I was super short. I don't remember which one I ended up screwing it up towards. Short or tall, I don't remember. But it was funny, whatever it was. Weight is easy for me because it's almost 2 pounds to a kilo. Yeah, weight is easier, definitely. I find height to be more confusing.
Is it 2.2 pounds to a kilo? I think.
A liter is almost 1/3 of a gallon. Yep, that one's easier. I'm okay with those ones.
Maths.
That's what I got? Oh, okay. Well,
Yep. 1 kilo is
I don't
2.2
remember. I didn't know. I
pounds.
didn't know I screwed it up by that much. That's a lot. 2.2? Yeah, there you go. It's pretty close to 2. It's 1.8
Yeah, I
pounds
know.
to a kilo. Okay, yeah, there it is. I said the same thing that you did, right? Almost at the same time. Metric! Yes, Wade, metric. You're just in time for the conversation of metric and imperial. Sorry, civilized and uncivilized. That's. I'm
Be
kidding.
right back.
That's ridiculous. It's the one that gets me. Yep, restroom break. The one that gets me though is temperature. Like Fahrenheit is the most ridiculous thing ever. Better. He was just tired yesterday. Too stuck in your American ways. Yeah, no, I mean that's just it. That's how Americans are, and it's not a bad thing. It's just like you know what you've learned. It's what's ingrained in you. So changing it, well, unless your whole country says, "Hey, we have to change it," there's no reason to. Right? It's based on what you're educated on. You know what you know. Knowing both is lovely, but I mean, even I'm a little too American. I use feet and inches for height. I don't understand the conversion to centimeters very well at all. It is good to know both, but I don't know both on everything. Sleeping a lot, probably going to do that for the next few days. I have a hard time waking up now with the low heart rate issues. My body just wants to stay asleep. Like it's so hard to wake up. Or unless you have to fill out a form for the European Union. Yes, that's why I tried to convert my height very, very badly. I have to learn metric in high school classes for subjects like chemistry. Yeah, because I mean, the world uses it. Yeah, there's very specific things where you'll end up learning both, regardless of what you do. Oh, so I will be right back. 1 minute, please. Yeah. Then there's Kelvin. No, let's not do. Let's leave that one alone. Yeah. Uh, the low heart rate thing makes me tired constantly, and then when I'm sleeping, I don't ever want to wake up. Crazy. Once I'm awake and I've eaten and I've moved around, I'm all right. Like right now, doing pretty good. My heart rate's still much lower than it normally would be, but it's not as low as it is when I first wake up. They're like 55 beats per minute is an alarmingly low heart rate. And I'm like, I'm waking up close to 50. I mean, when you're asleep, it can go lower, but I'm awake and it's going lower than that a lot. And it's hard to breathe. And it's affecting my brain oxygen and it's making my memory worse. And it makes it hard to think clearly sometimes. And that's the fun I'm having. Good times, right? 3 to 4 day spurts, eh? See, I don't know if that's what's doing it to me, though. They still are convinced that that's not what it is. So I just had the scan on it, and it's completely normal via the scan. I haven't been diagnosed with anything. That's the hard part. They have no idea what the hell's making this happen to me. That's the difficult part to deal with, is not knowing what's making it happen. But they've eliminated a lot of things, which is good. Kelvin is a very nice way to measure temperatures. It's based on the fusion temperature of hydrogen. Now it's 240 Kelvin here. It's very useful for science people. Yes. Definitely something going on with your thyroid. It's the same symptoms I do. It's what my mom says too, but so far, every single test is like, nope, it's not that. And then the doctors subsequently is like, no, it's not that. So what I'm doing is I'm just being proactive. I'm eating thyroid healthy foods. See if it makes a difference. If it ever reaches 0 Kelvin here, that would be very bad. Yeah, you think 0 Kelvin? Yeah, that'd be pretty awful. Is all right. Uh, that's only negative 273 degrees Celsius. That's all that is. It is impossible. Of course, it's impossible. Nothing has ever reached that cold that we've been able to measure. Nor can it. What is this waiting for? I didn't accidentally play this match, did I? I might have. And then the Leaf have a remote chance to win the Stanley Cup. Like, yeah, let's turn this conversation into an opportunity to poke at the Leafs. Always awesome. I was just listening to Neil Tyson DeGrasse explain why. Oh yeah. That guy's fun to listen to. Careful though. Don't let the right wing media hear you say that because they'll be like, he's not a real scientist. Okay. I've heard so many people say that. You're a kind of right wing? Really? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a shame. And if you enjoy listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson, it's kind of hard to fathom that you're actually a right wing because they hate him. uh, just a main commit starts in Premier League match. You have a good sleep. Very good sleep. Good night. Can't paint everyone with the same brush. Oh, but I can. I don't have to be right all the time. I find extreme right and extreme left to be equally ridiculous. There we go. Jacob, the sighting happened. I don't know if he's back yet. That's why I liked the new South Park special about the Panderverse one. You've been back? Oh, I haven't been. I haven't been hearing a word you're saying.
Oh, I was just talking. The only thing I heard was about the very last part about Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, but I just said your signing had went through.
Yes, which means I'm going to get a Bray right now. 200.
That's more of a right-leaning moderate than it is a full-on right person, though. I'm a left-leaning moderate, so you have to learn that like, there's not just one side or the other. That's not how it works. They're both wings on the same bird. If you think about it that way, try to stand in the middle and objectively look at things. I have some things on the right that I agree with, some things on the left that I agree with, but overall, I would be considered a left-leaning moderate. And Wayne is a literal anarchist. That's true. He doesn't give a shit what's going, who
I'll
wins.
close off, put the other ones in, and I'll do them myself. Thank you.
Anarchist. That's true. That's true. And some people say that, but he actually means it. Let me see here. Now I have to redo all of my bench again. Unregistered. Oops. Let's fix that.
55 and 52.
There we go.
55. Let me just do the math.
107.
She's kind
You probably won't vote again. Well, that's not the solution. That's not a solution to anything.
73. So, oh, I can just do it this way.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Sorry, I just want to make sure certain things are locked in. I'm paranoid now. I'm so paranoid about things freezing up and then we lose progress. So now I have to figure out what to do with Wade Bowens. Yeah, the fact you guys only have a two-party system really does not make things easy for you, I know. At least we have more than two options, so that at least feels good, even though they're still usually picking the lesser of 3 or 4 evils. But yeah, only having two options really doesn't make a ton of sense.
Make an offer. 62.
I think I have to loan out Wade Moynes. I don't want to, but he's not going to get enough playing time with me this season. He's at a pivotal point in his career where he needs playing time.
What? Dark blue one.
So let's do this. Let's go transfer, loan status, no status set. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to send him to Wrexham. That is my highest affiliated club. Because if Trump were to win the not again, I wouldn't vote for him, and I would Vote for whoever the Democrats roll out. See, that's just it. You wouldn't even vote for who they roll out. You don't even know who it is, and you're not going to vote for them. Like that's just that. That's uh, call a spade a
I
spade.
have
That's just ignorant politics. You got to at least see who it is and see what's going on. At least.
I've been eligible to vote since 2016, and I haven't.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just saying abstaining from voting isn't necessarily the solution. But I mean, if you choose to not do it, fine. But to literally say, I'm just not going to vote for whoever is representing that party, regardless, it's like that. That's ignorant politics right there. That's just burying your head in the sand. And fine, if that's what you choose to do, do it. But by all means, it's just tough to hear, tough to take. It's unfortunate that that's what it's come to for some people. It's not a lot different here, I guess. It's perfectly acceptable to not vote as a protest. Sure, sure. Like I said, it's just a shame that it's come to that because there are no viable or decent candidates. That's disappointing. I guess it would just be better overall if there was somebody worth voting for. There you go. That's a pretty easy way to cap it.
I'll have to offer him a contract in 2 years.
Yeah. Politics in Europe are even funnier. I tried delving into a little bit of French politics. Man, they're that's a different layer of holy. Like liberal doesn't even mean left there. Most of their liberals are quite right wing. It's like, wait, liberal? But that's not what the word liberal means to them. So yeah, that's pretty funny. Completely different. So yeah, if you were to talk to somebody in Europe and say liberal, they assume you're talking about people on the right, not the left. How's that for something, buddy? Commercial income. Hey, I moved up to 16th, and you moved out of the basement only because Sunderland makes less. Wow, Sunderland makes less though.
That's insane. That's gonna change soon, though.
Sunderland?
Us being so low on the.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you're going to end up getting more if you qualify for Europe. I got a nice little boost there because of European qualification. I'm sure of that. And I haven't even started any of my European games, so I'm hoping that my team gets a bunch more sponsorships before the end of the season. I don't need anybody. Oh, I didn't mean to. I'm just going to do no comment. Oh, that means I'm being cagey with the media. It's freaking stupid. No, I'm not. I just. Why isn't there an option to say I don't think we need to improve? Why isn't that an option?
It's fair.
Yeah. There's nowhere on there that's like, we don't need to improve anywhere. We're happy with things the way they are. You either have to pick a position or say no comment. It's like those aren't the options I want. Or I'd like to be able to tell them that I want to improve at first base, and then have them scratch their heads and wonder what the hell I'm going on. Politics doesn't matter. As long as only rich people are allowed to run for it, it'll never change. They're all the same. Neither side is on your side. Simple as that. And that's enough political conversation for one day.
I agree. Yeah. All right.
Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah. Politics is easy for you. You pick the funniest named party. Okay. That's not a good way to do that either. I'm not getting into it. Interested clubs. Apparently, I'm interested in players I've never heard of again. I love when that comes up. See, but that's just it. You have more than two to choose from. Anyway, again, we're dropping politics for today. I don't want to talk more about them. They're infuriating and frustrating. Loan offers, wait for mine. Nope, I already know where I want to send him. I've already chosen his destination.
Unavailable for. He marks him as unavailable for loan. Will somebody's team still try to?
Nope. If you mark him as unavailable for loan, you will get no loan offers for them. Teams will be interested. You might get that little loan bubble, but they will never make an offer for him. I marked Moines to no status at all on loan, and I just got two other loan offers, even though I didn't want them. Unless you're here to bitch about the currently ruling provincial Alberta party, then go ahead. Yeah, but that's not politics. That's that's much, much worse. Oh, I can't even. No, sorry. Speculation persists that Wade Moines could be leaving. Yes, he's going on loan. I don't want to loan him out, but I really have way too many attacking players now, and he is going to be the one that is currently not the best overall. No, I don't want to loan him with an optional future fee. Get the hell, jeez, man. Here's what I need to do. I need to be able to loan a player. It sucks that I can't send a player to one of my affiliates without taking him off of the status of not being available for loan. If you have him not available for loan, and you try to send him to an affiliate, they won't go. Isn't that not? That's nuts, right? So I have to take him off of that. I didn't make him available for loan. I made him no status, and now I'm just getting loan offers left and right. It's like I don't want that. I want him to go to the one team I'm trying to send him to. Okay, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck this. I don't want to be getting this frustrated today. No, this isn't worth stressing about. That one I can make this a very, very, very easy solution. Bam. Just go where I tell you. Done. There. Now he's at loan at the team I was trying to send him to, and nobody else can fuck around with it. I kind of like the editor sometimes, we've already used it, so there's no shame in using it now. Every once in a
Right.
while, the editor is a good use. It's like, this is where he's going on loan. He was never going to refuse it, or he would have already. And now I don't have these 30 other teams making irritating offers that I don't even want to look at. If you ever need that, just let me know, Jacob. Like
I
loan
appreciate it.
this player to this team. That's where I want him to go. Be like, okay, as long as it's realistic, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, yeah. As long as you're not like loan Sean Walker to this Division 2 team, because I'd be like, man, you don't want to do that. Try and talk some sense into you.
You're not available for loan. Interesting.
But no, I have to send him on loan. He's there till the end of the season. I'm sure he'll do well. They're playing in the championship, so not that I want to help them get to the Premier League, but that would add some extra spice to our save. If Wrexham gets to the Premier League, oh man, Jacob would be like, I'm going to fuck them up every time I see them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't think they're going to make it up there. They don't look good enough to be in the Premier League yet. Let's go and check
I
them
don't
out.
know if he could be an important player.
Now that I loaned them Moynes, well, oh, you know what? Well, how much will he even actually play? Well, I hope I didn't mess up. Let's go look. Is he better than their current strikers? Oh, he's way better than that guy. Oh yeah, he'll be their
Easier to
top
be an
striker.
important player.
He'll be their top striker, but just barely. He's only just a tiny bit better than Burnett. Let's go see who is there considered their best players. Click. Their key players, Wade Moynes. That's great. Okay, so knowing if he's their best player, they're some way off of making the Premier League. That's awesome. At least I know he's going to play.
Uh,
So yeah, that gives me
I don't think that's gonna work.
Ndala and Guillermo for the bench, one of which will always be on the Champions League bench.
All right, we got
Guillermo can
defense.
play defensive mid.
Yes, but not well. I think if I remember from his attribute.
Well, I use Sengudo Volante, so that he doesn't have to be terribly defensive. Yeah, because he's got 4 marking, 4 tackling, so that's probably why you didn't think he played it well. Rochdale signed Polyak. It's official. That ridiculous prospect of a young man. He's pretty raw still. He's going to need some time, but when he comes good, oh man. One of the biggest prospects in the game has landed at Rochdale. I let him slip through my fingers. No, I'm kidding. I only recently started scouting them. I think you had him on your radar before me.
We can't use you as an important player. That's the problem. Wait, both of the transfers went through. Both of the transfers went through.
Mhm.
Then why don't we just try buying him? What do we still have 62 million left?
What's his PA? Who are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, because the Abreu hasn't gone through yet. That's why.
I don't know. I don't really want to know.
15 million. Now my transfer budget's gonna get updated.
Seriously? All right.
Yeah, so we can only do a loan.
Are you hoping to sign this guy you never heard of? What? I hate
Oh,
those. Fucking hate those so much. The news articles that come up on transfer things. Are you finally going to sign this player that you've never heard of? Uh, pretty sure no. All right, let's take this guy off of our short list. And yes, I will do it because you asked so nicely. Okay. There you go.
no, we can't get this guy in on loan. That sucks.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. I don't know if he's good. My scouts didn't. He's not. My scouts didn't recommend him. It's just one of those random transfer day, media things that they do. It's supposed to add flavor to the game to make you go, oh, I mean, should be interested in this player. Let's go look at him. It's that kind of thing. But no, I stick to who my scouts recommend to me. at any given time. And I only just recently got the recommendation for Polyak, and he has now since been signed up by Rochdale. So I didn't want to know, but now I know, and you're an asshole.
Okay. I love when you call me that.
Not you. No, no,
Oh,
no, no.
damn.
People talking me into looking at his PA. I showed it to them. I barely glanced at it, but they wanted to know what it was. So they saw it. I really didn't. I kind of did. Okay, I absolutely did, but I don't care because he's never going to play for me. Looks
Fair
increasingly.
enough.
It's increasingly. Stamenkovic before it's not selling Stamenkovic. People, get over yourselves. It's been said 10,000 times. How many times do I have to answer the same question? Ugh. That's one of the things that really it gets to me about these questions is they ask the same ones over and over again in the game. And I understand that the media do that in real life, but this is the one time when I'd like them to be a little less realistic. if possible, please. He's the next Messi. Yeah, okay. Could well be. We'll find out. I guess that just means I'm going to have to find the next Ronaldo, doesn't it?
Do you play in the
Media be doing media things? Absolutely. That they do.
Excuse me.
No, I understand. I'm not a big fan of Ronaldo either, but yeah, that the point is uh, things. If that guy's the next Messi, then I need the next Ronaldo. I guess is not literally the next Ronaldo because I don't like Ronaldo either, but the equal to the rival, the rivalry, the other good player, that kind of thing. Alex Cleaver rejected. Yes, I rejected bids for him because they're not offering enough for him. Yeah, I know. I'm aware of that. And even penalties, he was only like 75 or 70 or 75% at. So he just took a lot of them.
You should be as close to 80% as you humanly possibly can.
R9 was the real Ronaldo.
The original Ronaldo,
I don't know.
the Brazilian Ronaldo. I
Oh
think
yeah,
he's
yeah.
referring to.
Oh okay, yep, yep. That's it. I will assume that that is exactly what he's saying. But no, going forward, I'm just going to refuse to look at players' PAs, guys, especially if you're going to talk about them right after. The whole point is to keep it a damn secret. I don't want to know. It's exciting to find out.
Um, an extremely in order amount of points that you have to redeem. You can, like 100,000 or something like that.
For what? To look at a PA?
Like
Okay. I'm gonna, yeah, we should, maybe not 100,000, but a lot. Let's go and look and see. How much should it cost? Oh wait, it's 10,000 to transfer a player. So yeah, let's make it like, I don't know, like 50K or something like that. That'd be a lot. That's good. That would be a lot, a lot. Most people, like
yeah.
people in the high end, only have like 200 or 300,000, so they could look. 2 players if they want, but then they're out of points. So, ha 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 ha. 10K for their win against Hull City in the EFL Trophy. Yay! We got 50K for winning an EFL Trophy round.
Right. For once, I'm not frantically trying to buy players on deadline day.
Yep, I know. You've already got your team nicely set up and in a
Think
good
there's something
position.
wrong with that.
It's pretty amazing, actually. Looking at Abreu, seeing that transfer arranged, that's awesome. That's fantastic.
John wants
Bum,
to come
bum,
out.
bum. Online save. Yes, we are playing an online save. What's our rules? Rules? There's only 2 of us. We started it as a co-op. We've been playing together for years. Do we have any specific rules? I guess we try not to sign each other's players when, without really discussing it, or we don't sign each other's staff. I don't think we have too many other rules because, we've played together long enough that we just have respect. If you're playing with people you
Yeah,
don't know, you need a lot of rules. But I quit doing that a long time ago.
if there's breakfast 11. Rules? No, we don't really have any rules. We just play saves that force us to have to play it for a long time. If you take last year into consideration, we played Ireland, and I think we played like some season
Sorry, you
in
you
Ireland.
cut out there. How many seasons?
Oh, 16.
Yes, yeah, it was a lot of
Like it
seasons.
was a lot. And before that, we did a lower league England save in FM22.
Yep.
Um, and this year we did the
We started as Denmark and then we went to England
yeah,
in the same save. So this is still an FM23 save we're doing, essentially.
yeah.
So it's pretty far into the future, which I like.
Um, the only time we would really have any rules is if we play save or insta sim, but we
Yeah,
wouldn't insta sim against each other or in a cup final. That was really
yeah, when we did those, yeah. It depends on what you want to do. If you need suggestions for rules, I can make lots of them because I used to play with people I didn't know when we required rules. So if that's what you're looking for, just let me know. Unregistered players. Okay.
I don't
Champions League
think
registration time. Start with my auto selections. Then I'll make sure that the AI didn't skip anybody. Hatcham's fine. Oh, good, I didn't
That's
go
fine.
over. Added
What's
a,
his name? Luke Matheson.
added a couple extra players, but yep, I didn't miss anyone. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Yeah. There we go. All the registrations are done.
I'm ready to hit Europe this year. Really.
Well, that's the goal, isn't it? One of those European places would be mighty nice right about now.
So the goal is to play Sean Walker and Poliak as much as possible this year.
And still make Europe. Yep, I mean, that's not a bad plan.
He's Carlos, who's just on.
It's like me. There's certain players I want to develop, but they're not going to be coming off the bench in big games. That's what I now have Guilherme and Ndala for, is the big games like those. Reliable, steady players off the bench. They're already developed. My development players are only going to be for other games or games where we're really far ahead and they happen to be on the bench. Yeah, there's not much worse than when I was playing some of those big games last season. I'd be like, "Oh, Manchester City," and then 74th minute comes around. And I'm like, I have to make subs. My wingers are dying, and I have to put out guys that are League One players. That's not a good way to secure your win.
Yeah.
Now at least I'm rolling out Premier League level players off the bench that don't mind being on the bench. That's the best part, is players who don't mind being on the bench. Even if I'm paying them entirely more than I should be. But like I said, those contracts will look much better in the coming seasons. It's because I'm still wildly underpaying most of the people in my starting lineup. Uh, yeah, for rules, we didn't even make. We have more goals than we have rules. That's a big thing too. Is we like to
Yes.
make goals
Um,
for our game and make sure that we achieve them.
for example, win the World Cup with Ireland, win the World Cup with Denmark, win Champions Leagues if possible.
Yeah, I mean, build a nation is simple. Build the nation. Get it as high up as you can. Typically, it'll be about sixth if you have two players playing. Get them up to six, relative ease. Past that, and it gets a little dicey. The problem is that we're still finding is that league reputations aren't rising as fast as they should on Build the Nations, and I think that's the main issue with them. And the worst part is you can't even use an editor to fix those. Speaking of developing players, did you see Connor Bradley play in the FA Cup and League Cup semifinal? I did not. I didn't see those ones. Everton won today. Boo. Let's get caught up on a couple of these. So let's see, League Cup. Connor Bradley playing right back. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty aware of what kind of player he is, so I'm not terribly surprised to see him playing and doing well. FA Cup, did he play? Oh, yeah, he came off the bench, 75th minute. Right on. That's really good to see. But yeah, he's a guy that I've had on, I thought should be a decent prospect for a while now, and he's not very high rated in the game. He is doing well with them. I see Sebastian on the score sheet for his country. Like it's crazy how the ratings in Football Manager are for them though. Like it's almost like the researchers don't follow real football sometimes. Although my conspiracy theory is that there's just entirely too many Manchester United fans on the research team, but I can digress from that one. Uh, Definitely
Did you
a
move your
case of
headphones
bias
over there?
somewhere.
Nailed it. Huh? Okay. You okay?
Hmm?
You
You're
what?
not talking to me.
Want me to whip it out for you?
What the hell? What?
My little sister's molar are coming out, and it's bothering her. And I said, "Do you just want me to rip it out?"
Nice. You know what you could do? You'd be a really good brother. Is stomp really hard on her foot, and she'll forget all about her tooth.
Told me to stomp on on your. You told me to stomp on your tooth, and it'll make you feel
No, no,
better.
no, no. Stomp on your foot, and she'll forget all about
I'll
her
stomp
tooth.
on your foot.
And then she'll forget all about her tooth because her
Yeah.
foot will be hurting.
When's that from?
Was it from? That's not from anything.
No, she's showing me a pic. One of hers.
Oh, got it. Yeah, yeah. Manu's
Mm.
always OP. I know that they are. I actually
No.
know the real reason why for a lot of that stuff, and I'm pretty close to what it actually is. But yeah, there's this. So each individual team has its own researcher, and usually those researchers are fans of those teams, but they're trying to avoid a certain level of bias. And so when they give their when they submit their data, they're supposed to it's scrutinized, okay, by a head researcher, a lead researcher at the very, very top. And the person that is in charge of the entirety of the Premier League is a Manchester United fan. So if you try to raise the values of any of the Liverpool players too high, he extra scrutinizes those. But whenever the Manchester United guys raise their stuff, you'd be like, yeah, that's fine. I've seen it, and so that's actually a fact. Yeah, he even tries to make sure that the city ratings get blasted every time they have even a small slump. That's why the city doesn't really ever do all that well in FM, even though they should. I mean, they're still really, really good because you can't deny that they've won how many things in a row now. But they're not as good in FM as they are in real life. They're not as dominant because the head researcher for the Premier League is a Manchester United fan. I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying that, but people need to know that kind of shit.
No, you really had a 1 in 6 chance of getting it right if somebody guessed.
I guess there's a certain amount of truth to that. I mean, who knows? It could have been a Norwich fan. The old head researcher for the Premier League was a Norwich fan.
They exist.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
And he
interesting.
was a hell of a lot more even keeled about stuff. But that was years ago. And that's when the ratings were starting to get out of hand, team by team, because he wasn't scrutinizing them enough. And then you were starting to get like uber amounts of players that were in the 170s and 180s, and they're trying to scale that back now, which is good because there should only be a small handful of players up in that stratosphere. That's when we had like Ibrahimovic was 190 overall. It's like he's pretty good, but I don't think he's 190 overall good. Not at any point in his career. And, even at his best, he wasn't 190 overall. He was really, really good, very dominating, but not 190 overall.
I'm so glad that when he went to the Galaxy, they completely sucked.
Yeah, me too. I don't think I would have liked to have seen him win more there and be like, "Oh, football easy for me." It's like, shut up,
Yeah.
shut up. He's a walking meme, and I do enjoy the humor of. He's like a train wreck I can't look away from, and I do enjoy him for that. But yeah, he's nothing but comedy. That's all he is to me. Very good player. I respect that he was a very good player, but he could have used shutting up a little bit.
Carlos can't tackle, can he? Can Abreu tackle?
Can you tackle?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
Wait,
can tackle.
where's my fourth player? Who was? Oh, right. I loaned him out. Oh, for Christ's sake. Okay. You are now sub 4. I forgot to save it when I did this.
John Watch is
Oopsie.
getting a start today.
John Watts is getting a start today. You heard
It's
it
Sean
here
Walker at
first.
AMC. Is that where he's training?
I'm going to update this.
The dry, right? Okay.
Having one of those days because now I know I shouldn't have said everything I just said. Damn it. It's hard not to sometimes, though. I've said a lot of stuff about this game, and so far I haven't gotten in trouble. But okay, I know he's loaned out to another club. He's not on the bench anymore. Oh, geez, man. I literally just did this, did I not? Okay, there we go. I'm saving it now, so it's locked in there. You won't tell anyone. No, I understand. It's not whether or not you'll tell anybody. It's whether or not. Well, there's enough people sometimes that view that actually do post things on Reddit. Things I've said are now showing up on Reddit, so now I've really got to watch myself because developers and some of my bosses actually do read that. So I do have to be a little bit more careful now because I sometimes reveal things I'm not supposed to from time to time, or at least I get close to revealing them. And it is what it is. I was supposed to stop researching this year. I was supposed to quit, but they talked me out of it.
Oh man.
So yeah, I was supposed to quit
Oh,
doing
we're
all
giving
this
him the
stuff.
number one.
I was I
We're giving
was I was
fully,
I was going to
fully.
quit researching for For what team? For 8 teams. I've worked on this game for 21 years. I don't just do research. That's just one of the many things I do. Oh yeah, I guess you're new here. Sorry. I've worked on Football
Oh,
Manager for 21 years. I came in with
yeah,
the Eastside Hockey
I know
Manager
that.
team. That's why I live in Canada and work on it. But I do a lot of stuff. I did a lot of database building. I do tactics, so most of the in-game tactics. I'm sorry if they're OP. Don't blame me. Don't talk about that here. They're getting better. Yay! Uh, but yeah, no, I do a lot of things. I know I just missed things as well. Testing. They usually do early alpha testing phases. Crap like that. Well, looks like Jeremy's getting into this game right off the bat.
Thank you.
Yay, early injury. Yay. But yes, I do 8 teams. The biggest team I do is Accrington. That's the biggest team, which is funny to say because when I started, they weren't even in the professional pyramid. But most of them are lower, much lower
John
teams.
Watts with the assist.
Scored? Oh, we got an assist. Well, that's still pretty good. Why are there so many injuries? Because you're not managing your team properly. Sorry, that question gets asked a lot, and I answer it a lot, a lot, a lot. I've showed people how to avoid injuries. Most injuries are in your control. If there's injuries in a game, you can't control that. Any injury outside of a game is completely within your control. Sometimes organizations need called out. Oh, that's fair. Yeah. There's no real manuals or guides written for exactly how to do things in this game well, and a lot of the developers like to keep the game ambiguous and mysterious so that it seems like it's got a lot more layers of depth to it than it does. But injuries, there's not that many if you control it right. I mean, I could quickly go through it after this game if you want me to. I can do the rundown really, really fast for you.
Yes,
Hopefully,
you just scored.
John Watts.
Nope.
Okay, well, I guessed.
Commodore, the goalkeeper, baby.
Oh, God. You're hilarious. You put him in for a penalty?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's Watford. It's Miles' shit team. That's who it is.
Yeah, it's Miles'
And as
shit
I
team.
say that, they scored.
Uh, Not a big secret about the United Researchers. No, I don't think it's a huge secret either. But I'm not supposed to like confirm that either, or shit talk them for that matter. Uh, he's doing the best job he knows how to do. That's what I can safely say. Go out there and give the fans their money's worth. What the hell is the score of this game? 1-0. Not happy with your performance. It's insufficient. Yeah, fuck him. Yeah, kind of. A little bit, but at the same time, I know that they try. He does try to not be overly biased. It's just how could you not be sometimes, right? Like this is why I'm glad I don't do big teams or Liverpool because I'd be biased. I admit it. I would. I have moments where I'm really glad that I have a person that scrutinizes my stuff on here. Um, he does a really good job, actually, of scrutinizing my research because I sometimes get a little biased towards some of the Accrington players every once in a while. Like this guy's really good. He did really well. He'd be like, "Well, but should he really have this rating in League One? Really?" I'm like, okay, you're right. It's too much. But luckily for me, I have a head researcher ahead of me that is pretty chill. He's good about that kind of stuff.
Wide, Carlos, wide. Davenport scores. Let's go.
Fair and balanced. uh, yeah.
Did you put the other stuff in the dryer yet or no? Did it just start?
All 5 subs already.
Can you turn it off and do it again, but only put the heat halfway up?
Do it again,
Yeah,
but do it
because
right.
it starts finishing my clothes.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I hear what I want to hear. I was having some fun with that. Do it again and do it right.
Wow. Okay.
I know you're way nicer than that, but it's like, yeah. Cracking that whip,
Okay.
man. Whip them into shape. Make sure they do your
Question.
laundry properly.
Um,
Hilarious.
question.
Mhm.
If someone has a high match load and you bring them on in the 60th minute, are they going to stay with the high match load or heavy match load
Uh,
for
okay, so
the
that most likely
next game?
yes, but that has less to do with appearances and more to do with kilometers and minutes played. But yes, most likely would be the blanket answer I'd give, but it's not entirely possible.
Okay, well, we're up 3-1.
Oh, for Christ's sake! Really? You need to injure one of my best player in the 88th minute when I have no subs after already injuring my other fucking winger 5 minutes into the game. Oh my god. Well, in-game injuries you can't do much about, and it's funny I got two just now, and I normally don't get
Thank you.
like any. So, but yeah, there's a few more injuries. What are you gonna do? What are you
John
gonna do?
Francis. I
Hopefully they
don't
won't
have
be
anyone.
terrible. I hope they're not hardcore injuries. Fair and balanced.
Have anyone that can play on the left?
You don't have anyone who can play on the left? It's because you just sold
That's
me
on a
Germe.
on a decent match load.
You just sold me one of your best depth options at that position.
You can go the whole 90. Okay, we'll put Davenport on the left, and we'll bring on again.
How much time is left in his game? Oh, quite a bit. I should pop in there.
Yeah, if you want, you can.
Already did. It's doing good. Really good. 64%. That's nice.
Yeah, but we have to deal with this first.
What, the pressure? Yes. Yeah, I tend to do that crap.
I don't really have an AMC, and I don't really want to keep Walker in the entire game. Fear I'm going to put Carlos up there. Wait, Rodrigo can play center back, defensive midfielder, and AMC, but he can't play center mid. Okay.
uh,
All right, so we'll put you there. Or
doesn't
you
have to
there.
make
We'll
sense, you know.
bring you back as an anchor, and we'll bring Ogangda in, I guess. No, Jacobson, you're concerned. All right,
Oh.
that's two. We bring Para out. I guess it's too late. All right, a 3-1 Vinny against Watford. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm just answering. Somebody on the SA forums asked me a question about one of my teams. I thought it was a good opportunity to answer them. So let's get the hell out of that game. Sorry. Yeah, no, they were just curious about something, an issue they were having. It's like, how's this been solved for the next update? And I'm like, I hope so. Like, do they expect me to know that? Ask a programmer. That's my advice.
Also, I gave Polyak the number 1.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Because even though he's not a goalkeeper,
Mhm.
just to piss people off, whoever ends up seeing it.
It'll make my eye twitch a little, but I'll live. Was that my first
Yeah.
clean sheet of the year? Seriously? Oh my god, it was. That was my first clean sheet. Oh, that tells you what kind of crap season I'm having at the start here. 5 games,
Yeah.
1 clean sheet. Not a good start. And my defense, theoretically, is better than last season, where we led the clean sheets. I feel like my goalkeeper's having a really rough start, too.
Sunderland has a minus 14 goal differential.
Well, I guess they'd better stop doing that if they want to stay in the league.
They're not staying in the league.
I don't think so either.
Okay, what's the game after Saturday?
They don't have the finances to stay up.
Hmm.
They don't have you as their manager, so. Finances? What's that? I hardly know the word.
Where did United finish last year? Did they finish in the Champions League?
Did they,
Places?
did they finish first? No, wait, I did.
You did.
Yeah. No, they finished first in my solo game where I finished third. I was up by a single point with 2 games to play, and then I lost and I drew, and yeah, they ended up taking the title. In
Last
our
year,
game,
United finished in 6th.
they won in 25-26, and that's the only time they've won so far. Newcastle got one though.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a bunch of different teams in the last, 7 odd years.
That's what I like to see. I like to see it mixed around a little bit. That's a bit more fun.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I've already stopped playing my out of the park game. Like seeing Houston win it 5 times in a row, I'm like, lost interest. Bye.
Wow, you gotta topple them.
Even if I do it, they will have those 5 in a row. Like it's an expansion team. Of course, my first 3 or 4 seasons are going to be terrible. It's not about overcoming them. That's inevitable. I'll eventually do it. Just having the same team win 5 seasons in a row, it definitely sapped the interest from that game for me.
Well, on the flip side, I've made some progress in the French league.
Ah, there you go.
So I have to finish France. I got to do Spain. Uh, do I have the Netherlands? I think I have the Netherlands. Yeah, so finish France, then do Spain, the Netherlands, and Scandinavia, and then Europe will be complete, and then I can give it to you as a quick start.
Sounds pretty cool, actually. Sounds great.
I'm gonna have a Champions League. I'm gonna have a European the Euros basically. And I think with that game, I'll just play the first game of every series. Because essentially it's just like playing a home and away schedule in FM.
hmm One game from the FA Cup first round. It's funny how many games you have to play just to get into the FA Cup. Yeah. Then once you're in it, it's all bigger
Uh,
teams. So it's like
So
goodbye.
if you start in North and South, you have to play two qualifying matchups.
Yeah,
If you start in the National League, you play one. And then
I did see.
first
Yes.
round proper, the first round proper, and the second round proper is leagues one and leagues two. And then from the third round on is when the championship sides come in.
Mm, Yep.
Um, and
Be
I
big
think
for
it
your
goes all the way
profits.
down to
Yes, it
level.
will.
Oh yeah, I think it goes all the way down to level 10 as the
So you
lowest.
so you started from the very beginning of the FA Cup process. Yes, I saw all the games. It's a lot. Definitely a lot. A lot. All right, so our first Champions League game upcoming here.
On Tuesday, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Okay.
Well, Tuesday just passed, so it couldn't have been then. Then I got Newcastle on Saturday. Then I've got Ipswich in the Cup, and then I've got some crappy team that I'm going to demolish.
Or lose 1-0 too, but that's
Or get another stinking draw. Means you haven't played many league games. No, I understand. I do understand. I saw that. So the only thing that was on the schedule was FA Cup games. Like, that's fascinating. Basically, don't even need a preseason with that. Okay, so this is on the same day as my. See, this is where it gets confusing. I absolutely hate this. I wish they would make me always play my first team game first and then my U21s game after. It just drives me nuts. Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So Atcham and Faraz cannot play in that game.
Good job getting to the fourth qualifying round.
Choice. Hansen. Okay, hopefully I didn't forget anyone and isolate them out of my bench here. If it happens, it happens. I'll try to adjust, but so annoying. Okay. Did I screw myself over? No. Did it right. Hooray! Show you my competition screen. You have a small number of cups.
And it's the league phase. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You know what? I know this is 10 months away.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can port this game into FM25,
yeah, then we can.
Would you be interested in continuing
Of course
the
I would.
save and possibly going to another nation?
Of course. In the same save, yeah, because then it's still all new gens and stuff. Yeah, that's even more fun. Yeah, that would be even more fun because then it's far into the future, and it's all new gens, and we don't know the players. And yeah, no, that definitely is exciting.
Okay.
That's a great concept. Well, look at that. Guilherme has to start today in the Champions League.
Right, I'm going to go get a snack. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh yeah, he doesn't have a European competition. Damn it. So when I play in Europe, he doesn't have a game. Hey, Nicholas Stephenson, the captain, right off the bat gets us a goal. Funny, his first Champions League game with this squad. It feels like I've done this so much, but that's because I was doing it lots with Lingby. Same save, but yeah. Good to be back in the Champions League. Speaking of Lingby, that Simon, that goalkeeper there, I've had him on a team before. I don't think it was Lingby, actually. Might have been a different save entirely. Oh no, I had him at Lingby. Okay, I couldn't remember where I'd seen him before. I couldn't remember if it was if it was the Ireland save or this one. It was this one. He was my goalkeeper at Lingby at the start. But yeah, you start recognizing names. And that's what makes it fun as well. And that's why I would love to keep doing this save, because then we can start seeing all of our guys that we had at our former clubs, play out their whole careers. And then eventually we'll see all of the guys we brought through the youth academy on our English teams out in the world. And that's going to be really fascinating. Like, oh, I know that name.
Yeah, I mean, we've pretty much done that for Denmark, like recognizing names
Yep.
of players that we've had.
Well, the team I'm playing right now, Milan, their goalkeeper was the first goalkeeper that I bought at Lingby, Dennis Simon.
Oh.
Yeah. So right off the bat, I recognized him. That's what started me on about that. It's fun to watch come up against teams and you recognize the names of your former players.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Zegers? That's Olshan Zegers in the middle too. They have Olshan Zegers in their central midfield at Milan. So another one of my former Lingby players. So there you go. I'm playing against two of them. The world is filled with great players that played for me at one point. He was a really good prospect for me. And I hadn't seen him in the English Premier League yet, so I wondered where he ended up. Answer is Italy. Well, Garame almost created a goal there. It was close. Oh, come on, you guys. Stop throwing the ball away. Yeah, first Champions League game. It doesn't feel like it's my first one on here, but it is with this team. First one in FM24 with this save. But yeah, when you said you're going to the bathroom, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. You don't have a game anymore when I have a European game right now. That's true. Come on, guys. Damn it. Two 2.3, 2.4 XG now. Getting frustrating. The hell, you're disheartened? Are you fucking serious right now? I'm not happy with you. Then now you're motivated. Double down on telling them about it. 6.9 and you're pissed off. I told you you're not doing very well. Like, no. All right. Well, Stamankovic is having a 6.4. He scores a hat trick in almost every friggin' game before this. But all of a sudden, I guess maybe he doesn't like big matches. I don't know. Should pay attention to that. Oh, I keep forgetting to put a taller striker on the bench. Whatever. All right, 3 subs here. I will save the 4th one for later in the game.
Oh.
I'm anticipating this, like, stressing me out. These guys are going to tie it up, maybe? No? Oh, Garame's going to put me ahead by 2. Okay, now I'm a little less stressed.
I never asked who you're playing.
AC Milan.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a decent team right off the bat. That's funny. My front 3 currently after substitutions is Nico Escher, Joel Ondala, and Louis Guilherme. It's like, those are all your players. Oh, come on. Seriously? Guys, stop giving the ball away. Oh, I'm supposed to be controlling my stress levels. This isn't helping. But that's okay. Actually, my heart rate's low, so I can use a little excitement here. It was good. Okay. At home, but it was never comfortable.
When's that? Oh, well, wait.
Training, rest for 2 days. Think that went through. I probably should have loaned him instead. Moy. Now that I think about it. Oh well. Not changing it now.
Mm.
Because
Let
he
me
can
know when
play
your game is
that.
over.
It's long since been over.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry.
It's been over for a while. That's okay. I'm just sitting here at my team, figuring out what substitutes I'm going to have for the next time. Yeah, you already clicked to let me out of the game, so I figured you knew.
Hmm. Maybe it did it by itself because I don't remember doing that.
All right. Don't matter. I wasn't trapped in the game, so that's good. All right, it's a league game. I'm at home. It is Newcastle, so it'll be tough, but yeah, the only decision I really have to make is who to start at left wing since clearly Rodriguez is still hurt for that game. Actually, it's going to be you. And I'm going to put you on. Are you? Put you on the bench. Yeah, that'll be fine. I almost gave a start to Rainford today. But Rainford is not going to start after all. I was mean. I teased him. Probably get all excited. Like, I'm going to start? Oh my God, that's amazing. And it's like, nah, you're not even on the bench. Dropped him. Not even off the starting left, but off the bench as well. Ha! Because I realized I want to get Hayden O'Brien onto the bench a lot more. My star striker prospect, he's going to be something something. I mean, I paid 23 million to get him off of Aston Villa.
Hmm.
6'4", 17 jumping and 15 heading at 17 years old.
Dang, that's really really good.
Yeah, if I could get his strength up a bit more, even that would be better, so that he could win more aerial battles. But yeah, he's a left-footed striker. He's going to be boss, I think. We'll see how it goes. Got to get him playing to develop him. He makes the bench today. I'll start Nico Escher at left wing since he can play there instead of continuously being my second striker off the bench because, man, he is short. I've been playing him as a striker off the bench, which is strange for me because I don't usually play short strikers, but I'm also not playing a lot of aerial balls to my strikers. It only affects my set pieces, my corners, really. But I play with three central defenders, and they are all towers. So it's not like I'm really lacking on the corners. It just means my defenders have to do more scoring. So be it.
Yeah, which you won't be too upset about.
No, not at all. So right now I'm less scared about playing short strikers, basically. Because this tactic allows for me to have some versatility using three center backs. And let's see, how many seconds into the game is that? A minute 47, and I have another injury.
Oh God, you're turning into me.
Well, none of them have been long term yet, knock on wood. But yeah, it's troubling how many injuries I've been getting in games. More rest periods in between, I guess, probably. And just like last game, the captain opens the scoring. Nicholas Stephenson, 1-0.
Hey, Davenport, there's no need to do a 25-yard back heel to your teammate. I appreciate the audacity of it, but you don't
25,
need to do that.
25-year-old, 25-yard back heel.
Yeah,
Oh, shit. Okay, 1-1. We just cannot keep clean sheets anymore. Gone. It's the way of the past. This tactic is no longer keeping clean sheets for me.
that's no bueno.
I know, and I can't figure out exactly why at the moment. Something my players are doing different. It's also entirely possible that some of these teams are playing a little bit more reserved on us now that we've overachieved as much as we have. I always knew there was going to be a bit more pressure on us, but I didn't think we were going to start leaking goals like a runny faucet. There's Jesper Peterson getting our lead back. But of course, they scored on their only shot on goal because that's just what they do. Zabosley, of all people. Hey, there's Barroso. So their striker is Barroso. Anyone else I recognize? No, not really. I was expecting more big names from our former teams, but just the one here. All right, we need a lot more possession in the second half. We only had 39% of the ball. Weird time to demand more, but I think I need to. Oh, do I change it up? I think we need to.
We're down 2-0.
That's a bad idea. Don't do that. I guess I need somebody with higher aggression on that. How are you at it? All right, Marchand instead of Baker. So be it. My playmaker? Yes, Stephenson should be my playmaker. So Bastia will come out. That's where I'll put Baker. So this has two playmakers. I should probably adjust this tactic some.
I was gonna say you don't normally play with two playmakers, from what I remember.
No, I usually prefer not to. Sometimes it can work, but it has to be really, really specific.
It's 3-0.
Getting your ass kicked.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with that? Is it away?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you playing?
Fulham.
Fulham. Okay, that surprises me. Okay, I'm trying to get Stamenkovic involved more here. That almost worked. That almost worked too. God damn it. There they are tying it up. Right after I told them to, right after I demand more, and they all get mad about it. Now I'm going to berate them. And they're even more upset. Like, there's nothing I can say right to these guys right now. Every little thing's pissing them off. Yeah, we're going to blow this game, I guess. I don't see a way to stop it. This is disappointing. We absolutely dominated the game in most things that matter, except for, that one that matters most. Oh no, come on. Really? Are we even going to lose it? Oh, okay. Thought the draw was going to be bad enough. Is that a winner? No, that's offside. Definitely offside. Yep, it's offside. That got me excited for a minute. I thought we had just scored a winner late in the game, but no, we can't allow that. Ugh. Awful. Just awful. Fucking unbelievable. Don't you usually sim out of your game when you're down by 3?
Yeah, but we haven't been playing bad.
You're going to try to steal back 3 goals? All right. Go get them. Crush them. Spank them.
Hmm.
They've scored on all 3 of their shots on target. That's even worse. Oh, they're playing really well defensively against you. 1 shot on target. $153, 652, 48, 627. Your OPPDA is pretty good. Are you working the ball into the box?
Uh-uh.
You're not? Oh, that might be the only thing you're missing in this game from these numbers. Well, my fans aren't going super hard, so we're probably not going to get to redo those ones. You never know, though.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shock.
That
This is,
huge shock, yeah.
I mean, Amador, the goalkeeper, also had a 6.2 rather.
Yeah, that doesn't help. Goalkeeper doesn't show up. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Not too bad. Dealing with plenty of health issues lately, but other than that, doing fine.
Hmm.
Hankerson moved down. Both Indala and Guilherme instantly walked onto my team as influential players.
Wow.
Yeah,
Interesting there.
it is.
Maybe because they came from our team, my team.
Don't know.
Chance conversion. Chance creation. All right, we got the team, we got the training.
That's VAR question. I'm not getting involved. He thinks it went against him. I think it went against me. There's no option to say that. So I'm not getting involved. Lack of options. Ugh, crazy. I couldn't even say what I wanted to say because there was a VAR decision and he thinks it went against him. I think the VAR decision went against me. And
Mhm.
I can't even say that. We agree it was bad, but again, that's not there. So finally, a cup game. So Rodriguez is not missing any significant time. Here 2 days. Training. Just 2 days. You and you. Training. Rest. 2 days. Got it in there. I was reading on the subreddit for Twitch. People like to post a lot of things on there, eh? And
Huh?
one of them was like people were talking about how much you're supposed to talk when you're streaming and how to keep it lively, etc., etc., etc. Things I don't concern myself with, but I was curious. I'm like, oh, okay. So basically, the golden rule of all streamers on Twitch is 9 seconds of silence is too much. I'm like, damn. Especially when I'm streaming by myself. I get way longer periods of quiet than that. Somebody wants me to say something, they can just chat. I do like randomly say what I'm thinking when I'm doing things in the game, but I mean, I don't know how a person can literally fill 4 hours with nothing but unconscious thoughts. It's
I
crazy. Yeah,
mean, I
man, I'm
agree,
doing
and
terrible. I am. Compared to that, I have 9 seconds of silence a lot.
you're 25 years old. You don't look that bad. Yeah, I mean, I myself, when streaming, I don't like the silence either. But I mean, you have a different way of doing it. Care about it, so there's nothing wrong with it.
3 hours straight of saying nothing. Wait, I've never done that. I've never gone 3 hours without talking. I don't think I've ever gone more than like a few minutes, but 9 seconds, I've definitely like I don't even think about that. Oh, that's most just chatting streamers, really? They just sit there for many minutes and say nothing. Oh, why are they just chatting? Seems like okay, never mind. This is the whole point of what you're saying. I think it's going over my head, but yet it isn't. I'm. It's starting to become clearer now. All right, here is my. Oh, this is supposed to be the cup match. Boom. All right, let's try that instead. Cup game. Cup game. Cup game. Hold on. I'm actually going to go over here and change something I just realized. Cup game is not the same as Team 2. There we go. Cup. That's what I want. I want Ines on the bench instead of Innes. Sorry, on the bench instead of Indala. But Garame's on the bench too. I don't have a lot of other good young wingers, do I? Ah! Try this again. He's injured, but when he's not injured, I want him to be the default choice for cup games. Okay, try this again. So Garame's not going to be the one today. It will be you and you. There, I've done it. That only took forever. Just got Garnacho and Frida Middlesbrough. Okay. Okay. Talk a lot, but saying nothing. Oh, I see what you're saying. They talk a lot, but say nothing. Ah. Like just sitting there saying random words, right? Like popcorn, pistachio, phone case, scissors. Those last two are just things on my desk. Now I want popcorn and pistachio. Damn it. I can't do that. Random thoughts are just going to lead me to cravings, apparently. Yay, Hayden O'Brien scores. That's his first ever goal for our team. That's what I like to see. I put him on the bench for that last game and never even played him. Ah, well, he was there. There was always that chance. Oh, he almost got another. Darn. Trying to figure that out. Like for a very first time chatter, you just pop in and be like, "Hey, I just signed this player over this team." It's like, okay, I'm not really sure how to react to that. Like, I don't know if I'm adequately excited. You want I should burst into flames? Get a lot of those kinds of posts on the forums too. I'm not quite sure what people are expecting as a reaction. I don't. I don't. Sometimes I don't know how to interact with things like that. You know, it's like, okay, cool, right on, go you. Wait, figure. I think we need to show everyone the recent plays. No, that's not what I want to say. The hell's the score of this game? It's only 1-0. Okay, I'm just going to tell them they're not doing very well. There we go. Ah, yes. Hopefully that will fire them up a little better. It's a good signing for a lower league team. Okay. I mean, but everybody does stuff like that. So I'm just like, I only care about the game when there's new gens. The current players is like, I know them all. You research enough of them. I don't sign current players. I just can't do it. I'm gonna praise my team even though we're only up by a single goal because we're doing a nice job not letting them get chances, even though they've got way more possession than we do.
We getting outplayed.
You not played in your cup game? Well,
Yep.
okay. They just tied it up with their first shot on target because of course they did. Now I gotta get mad at my team. Imagine getting knocked out of this early. Looks like it's going to happen for both of us. I have to make a tactical change again because this is looking like absolute garbage. I can't just sit here and stick with it and pretend it's not happening. Okay, how are you at box-to-box midfield? Not bad, good enough. You are going to play as a playmaker? Yeah, you are. Cool, cool. I didn't put a striker on the bench. Ha ha! Right on. What the hell was... Okay, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Why did I not put a striker on the bench? That was a daffy decision. Way too many wingers. So that's what it is. I got 3 wingers instead. Okay, that explains it all. So I don't actually want this formation then. Undo,
That's not a
undo, undo.
penalty.
I'm going to go to this formation instead now that I see what I have done. So yeah, I can't even take out my striker. Damn, he's tired though. He's going to be really tired by the end. But I can't change that right now, so I'm not going to want it. 6.5 for Barrier. Wholly insufficient. And Killage. There. I made all my subs for this game. I don't think any of those are going to be improvements over who I took off, but that's... I guess I could have threw Indala on there. He would have been a big upgrade, but it's a cup game. You don't play veterans in cup games. You play young players in cup games. It'd be pretty embarrassing to get knocked out by Ipswich, but it's looking like it's going to happen. Are you losing your game even as well? You said you're getting outplayed, but I wasn't sure if you're losing. I'm going to penalties. Oh, God. I can't believe this. Can't I, though? If I tried really hard, I could probably believe it. I'll put you over him because of composure. This is crazy. I've got some really bad penalty takers. Oh, there we go. Let's see. What's going to be my... I like this one. Everyone here should be able to take a penalty, and I would expect us to win the shootout. Like everyone should be able to. I need to update a guy from Denmark. I don't research for Denmark, so that you can post it in the Denmark research forum, and I'm sure those researchers will update them. Say calm and back yourselves. That's what I'm going to go with. Yeah, I have nothing to do with Denmark research. You'd have to tell their head researcher. There's a place in the forum for it. If you need a link, let me know, and I'll grab it for you. Plays in Syria. Okay. Well, then, if you need the link, I can get you the one for that one. But yeah, you have to tell the people that do that particular research, and then they will update them.
We ended up winning 1-0, but getting outplayed in the first half.
Well, at this moment, I'm winning the penalties, but I don't know if that'll last. They hit the post on one of theirs, and we've scored all of ours. So if they miss here, we win. Or if my goalkeeper saves it, which is, considered a miss. And I know that's silly, but whatever. So, yeah. Oh, no, they scored. All right. But if we score this one, we win. This game. There's all this unnecessary drama. Like, there's nothing you can do about this part, so... There we go. We won in a penalty shootout, which is horrible, and I'm going to tell them that. I don't like what I just saw from this team. There, we inched through the first leg of the cup, Jacob. Good job. High five to us. Fun fact, though, he comes from Lyngby. Oh, hey, that's awesome. That's really cool. Hey, we know that team.
Yep.
But yeah, if you need a link, let me know, and I will give it to you. You just post it and be like, hey, I think this guy needs a look. And they'll look at him. They will. If you post it in there, they will look at the player. Especially if you have any information, or you'd be like, I think he should be better in these particular ratings because this. Like, you can get into depth like that, and they'll really consider it. But you can also just go in there and be like, hey, this guy, take a look at him, and they'll still look at him. So yeah, it's not all on us all the time to do the work, right? You can just mention the name, and they do a pretty good job of looking at them. Most researchers do. Like, I have to sit there and scour all the little teams that I have going on right now. I've got 8 teams right now. Oh, I didn't want to. I wanted 0 teams. I was supposed to quit researching this year, and they talked me out of it because they didn't want to have to find that many people to replace that many teams all at the same time. Okay, fine. Can you at least make an effort to replace some of them over the next year? And they're doing that for me. So I got Chelsea. You got Arsenal. So yeah, no.
We're both going to London.
Yep. We're both going to London, and we're both getting knocked out of that cup.
Yeah, you think that?
I do. I'm not playing my starters against them.
Oh, I don't have Europe to contend with.
Well, then you can. Yeah, okay. I have no comeback for that. It's a good point, is what that is. Oh, this is at Rochdale? Now I'm sorry I shit talked.
Okay, it's okay. We
It's
all make
not
mistakes.
okay.
Record crowd at a club at a stadium. We don't even.
Okay.
We just stay at the University of Bolton Stadium the year round until we can get a new stadium.
I mean,
Please,
you
board.
have my permission. I have no say. All right, so let's see. We are sitting apparently second, tied with City. They're beating us in
Finances.
the goal differential.
We got big plans for this club next season. Big plans.
Next season? Okay.
Hmm.
I thought you were still focusing on this one. You got big plans for them this season too. It's like get into Europe.
Well, we plan on getting into the knockout stages of next year in Europe.
All right. Good early plan to have. Once you're in, that's definitely the first obstacle is just to get there. Okay, heavy match loads, lots and lots of them. You don't have Europe to contend with. So now
Nope.
I have to make this tough decision. Do I play my starters today or do I play them against the smaller Barossa club? Borussia Mönchengladbach. Mönchengladbach. Mönchen.
Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, hard decisions to make. Well, you know what? I have to play my starters against you because otherwise you'll win and I'll never hear the end of it.
Is we too good?
Huh?
We too good.
Well, I don't know. It remains to be seen. You got a lot of new players, but yeah, hard to know right now. Yeah, I'll stick with this group. Most of them are on low heavy. Oh, right. We were talking about heavy match loads. And we were going to address how, yeah, okay. So I'll just take a really quick amount of time to look at that. So on the medical center, it'll show you the match loads here. But underneath, it'll show you how many games in the last 14 days. Now, that's the main thing most people think about is, okay, 3 or 4 games is heavy match load. All right. But what matters the most is the kilometers covered. And then after that, you can manage it by your minutes, but of course it doesn't show how many minutes they played. They just show how many matches they played in. But I just use the kilometers covered as a range. Like Ruedi has only played 3 matches, but he covered 12.1 kilometers. This guy played in 4 matches, but only did 9 kilometers. So his training, like if you look at them here, their injury risks are equal in that consideration. But when I look at fatigue, this guy's a little bit lower than the other. The other guy's more fresh. This guy's lower fatigue. So that to me is a high heavy. So Jesper Peterson's a high heavy. Marcus Martins is a high heavy. Stephenson's a high heavy. That kind of thing. Which means that they are probably all going to forget how to play football in this game, which is great for you. Very bad for me. And then, I'm also going against my own best advice and playing them anyway. Because it doesn't absolutely guarantee they're going to not show up. It just really increases the chances of it.
Rival that contends the biggest stadium this rivalry has seen.
Are you reading some news thing or?
No, just because I know the size of the stadium and
Well,
your stadium.
oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mine's pretty small. The stadium we have. Really, a penalty 1 minute in. Ugh. Well, I might as well just go ahead and berate them now. Save myself the time. Game's frozen.
I'm paused. I know.
Ah, better close the game. It's frozen.
Are you joking?
Yeah, of course I'm joking. You said it's paused. So
Oh my god! I want to play my keeper in this. I want to have the audacity to have my
if you
goalkeeper
put your
take it.
keeper in for this penalty, I'm closing the game right now and I'm leaving. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that.
Why?
I'm
Oh,
joking. You do what you want. It's your team.
you haven't taken a penalty yet.
It's your team. You do what you want.
I should have had my goalkeeper take it.
Yeah, you can have all the hindsight you want there. You're like, I shoulda, coulda, woulda done this thing because it didn't work out. But I think you made the right choice. Hannibal was a good choice.
I wasn't expecting to have a penalty that early.
Well, no, who would? Like I said, my defense has been very unreliable for some reason, and I'm not entirely sure why. But I'm thinking after I give them their first break, that might work. Yeah, that was kind of a weird curler under the bar. What I find funny is I haven't been beating anybody in possession, and suddenly I've got more possession on you. I don't think that'll last, but damn, wasn't expecting that. And oh, thought you were going to take it right back instantly.
Why the fuck is this still going on? I have an injured player.
I don't know what's happening. I,
I have
I,
an injured. I have an injured player
mhm,
that took me to my tactics screen, so I have to take him off,
mhm.
and yet the game is still playing. Why?
I don't know. Nothing I did. I can assure you of that.
And another player is injured.
Really?
No, he's just had a very hard night.
That's basically an injury. Rough game. What the hell? It's not like our teams do
Yeah.
that. My team doesn't typically injure other teams' players.
Are you playing with um tackle harder?
No, no, I haven't changed anything from any of my other games. And yeah, fuck off. I haven't changed anything from my other games, but we don't typically injure anybody. What the hell was that? Martins. At least he got it back.
Yeah, Riddick doesn't know what to do with the ball.
Well, he stole it quite well to get it that far up there. He needs to switch the ball to the opposite flank. That would be
It's
another
like
good one
you.
for him.
That's like you praising your child for making their bed, but berating them for not brushing their teeth.
No, what I mean is you should teach him to switch the ball to the opposite flank. That way, when he steals it, which he seems to do a lot, he'll just give it to the other side and that they can deal with it. But at least he will still be doing something with it. It looks like he just dribbles it up to the end of the pitch, then kind of stands there and doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Not a fan of this. I was worried for a second. I'm like, why are we giving up the ball on our own end? And I realized that's not our end anymore. I forgot we changed ends. It's looking like another bullshit draw. Just as well. I feel bad when I win.
That's 40,
And I don't want to
35 minutes
lose.
left.
I feel bad when I win and I don't want to lose, so a draw is fine with me. Hey, I didn't get
There's
the
35 minutes
I
left.
didn't get the audio alert that there was a raid. It happened, but there was no alert for it. That's
Raid?
peculiar. Oh, there it is. I guess it's a delayed thing. All right. Hello there. How's it going? FM fan. I bet you were playing
Oh,
Football
what a
Manager.
save.
I'll just bet you. Just in time to watch Jacob and I play against each other. Okay. This is not looking the way I like it. Your FA Cup run is over? I'm sorry to hear that.
No, you're playing perfectly fine. I don't think you need to make any changes.
Ha! I don't like what I'm seeing, so I disagree. I'm going to go with this one. Yep. I think I liked you in that role the last time I did this, and I like you right here.
United Aussie, hello.
Cheltenham of League One? Okay. This isn't extra. Well, that's disappointing. I'm sorry, Drop Bear. I'm hoping that you'll turn it around. See? Plays the center, right? Right now, I'm trying to figure out how the hell to beat Jacob.
You don't have to do that.
I do. I absolutely do. I have to. I have to beat him.
You literally just said you were okay with the draw. Oh, you've changed your system.
Completely okay with a draw. Hi, person who spoke. Yeah, that was Jacob. I also said hi to you too. I didn't specifically say your name, but I said
Paused it,
hi.
and then
I
you
saw
just
hi, and I was like, hi. So, yeah. I also deep in thought because Jacob does this. He makes me think really, really hard about how I'm going to go about making the adjustments I need to make in order to beat him. I don't want to change him out, but I need to because he are tired.
I see what your weak foot if you have a weak foot.
If you have a weak foot, show me your weak foot. The guy comes up to you and he points. He's like, "This one." uh, that would be awesome. I can't believe I'm winning possession. Like that's never a thing that I managed to do against you. I haven't been beating anyone in possession lately. My tactic is just not playing the same. Same players, everything else the same, but for some reason, I think it might be some complacency.
Yeah, my. Oh,
One more sub, but I'm not sure who it'll be. That's not true. I have a pretty good idea. Okay. Couple more minutes there. And let's see. Shouts. This one. Yeah, bunch of drunk bastards. Play like you mean it. That's a shout.
wait, are we waiting on you?
I don't know. Are you? Looks like the game's playing to me.
Yeah, but it's playing slower than normal.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out what my last sub's going to be.
Oh, that's what I asked. If we
I
were
put
waiting
I
on
put
you.
up with this all the time. I'm not listening to your complaints.
I usually pause it when I make tactical changes.
Usually, I'm not doing that this time. And not always. You don't always. And it's okay. It's not a problem. If you prefer it paused, there you go. I don't think it makes a big difference. It's tough to decide sometimes. I get choice paralysis. No, I don't really, but there. I've made my decision on who the last sub will be, and it's been done.
It was Escher, wasn't it?
Yeah. 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 I didn't want to take him off because he had already scored a goal, but he's also not a natural striker, and everybody else on the pitch is playing well, just fine. I mean, Martin's on a 6.6. It's not ideal, but it's not terrible either. So it's not worth subbing him off for Darrington right now when I can get a natural striker out there. Plus, Escher scored in his last 2 games that I subbed him on. So you never know. Could be a boost of energy. Plus, we got that whole former player thing going on. You know, Watt scored on me, so it would only be right. Guillermo almost scored on you, so it would only be right if one of them scored. Though I really don't mind if it's Stamenkovic, obviously, or Marginet. Or even Baker, or Martins, Barrier. Yeah. Hell, I wouldn't even mind if Neto scored, but I don't see that happening.
13 minutes left. Let's see what can come of the play of the rest of the game.
Well, here comes our goal right here. Oh yeah, it actually went in.
It's going faster.
It actually went in. I was totally kidding, but I'm taking it. Turn on the time wasting, although he already knows what I'm going to do at this point. I can't believe that actually worked. It's like, this is our goal right here. Man, my predictive abilities have improved. That's okay. Their tying goal will come at the 84th minute. Okay, it's been predicted. And they'll tie it up on some bullshit ball from like outside the box that my goalkeeper just completely flumps. I'm being too specific now, but you know, it could happen.
Do this.
Well, one of my substitutes did indeed score, but it wasn't any of the ones that, you know, I originally thought it could be. It's the 80th minute. How many? You've still got substitutions left, I bet, don't you?
I don't.
Oh, okay. So weird because normally at the 80th minute you have 1 or 2, and I was always, every time I'm watching you play the AI, you got a couple of subs left at the 80th minute, and I'm always like, make your subs. It's okay if they only play a few minutes, but you're like, nah. Oh my god, what the hell did you just do? What is that monstrosity? Look at that crazy thing he just did. I mean, if it works, it works. But I mean, that's. Oh my god.
Wide right.
Oh my
Find the middle. Another shot.
god.
Find the goal.
Uh,
Oh,
that'd have been
that
ridiculous.
should have been a goal. It should have been a goal.
Hard to say. It's.
He's got to keep it down. He was too excited.
Yeah, probably.
Watch.
I think you were the one who was too excited, and it made him nervous. You got to be a calm manager, then your players will be cool and calm. Yeah, just call me Mr. Cucumber, as in cool as a. Their front three. Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know. He's going for it. He's trying something different just to see. He got a good chance out of it, so why not? And Guillerme. It's Louis getting a goal against his former club.
You just completely dominated the second half.
It looks that way a little bit. Since I made the change, it got a lot better. It was closer before I changed it. Oh, Watts, stop it. You're not a Premier League striker. I don't care.
It could be 3-3.
Oh, easily,
That's just
easily.
a
I'm not
challenge that I
disagreeing
have.
with that. I'm not disagreeing with it. This is getting you some chances. This tactic. I mean, you've already had 2 quality chances out of it. Maybe another one here. Oh yeah, and a goal. Hey, Polyak gets his first. Fuck. Now we know
Yeah.
who he scored his first goal against. You've never done that before? Oh, I have. I have one, but not with an AMC as well. That's just crazy. I have a tactic that's three strikers at the top. It's pretty fun. You want to try it? I'll give it to you.
Right. Well, it was an entertaining game. It could. I mean, listen. If my goalkeeper took the penalty, it would have been a draw. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, what the hell? I can't finish my team talk. Okay, well, whatever. Apparently, since you clicked continue, it didn't let me finish my team talk.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it does that sometimes.
It was an entertaining game all around.
Eh, yeah, it was pretty good.
Camacho was injured for 5 weeks.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. See, that's the kind of thing I really don't like. Losing is bad
Yeah.
enough, but that's just insult to
I
injury.
kind of forgot that he got injured. To be completely honest with you.
If he was the one on the right taking that first initial strike you tried to tie it up with, I think it would have gone in. Nothing against your new kid. He ended up scoring, but he's still not quite ready for the prime time, the pressure
Oh,
of
I
those
agree.
those high intensity goals. But he ended up scoring at the end, so that's kind of cool. Now you'll forever remember that he scored his very first goal against me.
Yes.
Your new
Tribute.
the next Lionel Messi apparently. Yeah,
What time is it? It is midnight.
yeah, you good?
You think here's a good place to end?
Here's as
Just
good a place
finishing
as any to end. We just had a nice 3 hour session. It's funny, we just got rated. Thank you for that.
I have to work in the morning. I'm sorry.
I think FM
I have
Fan
to
actually
stop.
just rated and bolted, which is okay because most people when they raid they're tired. They're at the end of their days and that kind of stuff. So it's all right. But we got
Well,
United Aussie to chat with us a little bit, so that was cool. But yeah, no, that's not a bad spot. Honestly, I'm pretty satisfied with that session.
yeah, I got my players. We finished the transfer window.
I'm sitting in second,
We
which is more than I expected, and you are in 11th, but well within kicking distance of the European
you,
spots. Having gotten some really tough games out of the way won't make this too hard to take, though, because you did. You've got some really hard games out of the way already. You beat Tottenham.
oh,
Right, yeah. So
yeah,
you lost
we
United.
beat
You beat
well.
Tottenham. You beat Everton. You drew against Newcastle. It's hard to take. Losing to Fulham was definitely not in the cards, but a solid win against Watford. You lost to me. Now
Yeah,
you're going to play Chelsea away. Okay, it doesn't get a lot easier, but after that, it does. Until you play
and I,
City.
uh, yeah, yeah. I agree. I think our schedule is a lot better this year than it was last year. Because last year, if we look at last year, in order: City, Chelsea, United, West Ham, Middlesbrough, Liverpool.
Oh,
No,
and then you're supposed to come out of that with some
and
decent
then
confidence. So.
let me start that over. I went Arsenal, Fulham, City, Chelsea, West Ham. West Ham obviously finished 17th,
Oh,
but they also made it into Europe.
we
And then
both drew against Newcastle at home. That's hilarious. Sorry.
at the end of the year, I went Spurs, Norwich, Everton, Arsenal, Palace, Fulham, City, Chelsea, and United.
Yeah, it makes it
We didn't
tough.
get us.
I
Yeah,
think it's better if they spread out those hard teams a little bit. But you got quite a few hard teams right off the bat this time, but you had a more favorable results at the beginning. We both drew Newcastle at home, so
yeah, it's gonna be definitely fun for the rest of the season. I mean, if I think about it,
yeah.
anyone right now that's in like the top 7 can arguably have a shot at it at the end of the year. It's early. There's only 7,
Yeah.
but like I wouldn't be surprised if City or Villa, Newcastle, or even United end up winning the title in a close race too.
I mean, yeah, I hope I win it again, but I'm not expecting it because their teams are
Oh, I
they're
agree.
playing against us way differently this time, and I can tell that they're not. I'm not getting those easy points at the start of the season like I did last year, where they underestimated us.
Yeah,
So I
it's
might
true.
have to make
It's
a
true.
couple of tactical tweaks just to get the most out of this, but it's going to be a fun race. Okay, well, good night to everybody that's been watching. Thank you for hanging out and chatting, and or even just lurking, which is also nice. Those are high. Those are low pressure views for me, so I never mind those. We'll be back probably next Monday. Well, I mean, I'll be back next Monday either way, and then next Wednesday. So until then, have a good one. Take care. Thank you.
See you soon.